God bless.
Hello, 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 everyone. Hello.
Yes. 3 hellos, baby. 3 hello.
So this has to be emergency, huh?
Yeah, it definitely had to be an emergency.
Okay, yeah, I see it was an emergency right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I wasn't gonna ignore it. Because
mhm.
I was like, William Hall, he he got a lot going on. I could see the stress in his eyes.
Yeah, he trying to keep his ward. He trying to keep his job.
Yeah, so I was gonna, just ignore it, but I was just getting all these tags, and I was like, well,
Gotta talk about it.
yeah, because I was like, well, let me look at it because it might not be, like he might be on some shit, like and then I watched the performance, and I was
Oh,
like,
so William, he missed his calling. He should have been an actor, or did he do good with his acting in that video?
well, it got us here.
So that means that was bad acting. Nope.
Well,
No.
it's bad acting, and like, nigga, if you gonna corrupt, this is not how you corrupt. What we're not gonna do is act like we're surprised.
Right. Right. What you're not going to do is act surprised when when it hit the fan. Come on, dude. You're not going to act surprised. We're not going to allow you when we know you know what's going on. Like Brandon Johnson going around pandering to all the black Chicago. When his first 2 years, he made it his business to sell out our communities. Now he want to talk about it. It's unbelievable. That it's the audacity for me.
That's why I gotta rewind some of these news clips before I get in.
Yeah.
To what we need to get into.
Yup. So we talking about William Hall, guys.
Yes, Ward 6, the Prince of Ward 6, the pastor son of Ward 6. Ward 6, William Hall. God bless. God bless my William. Give it up, William.
But give it up to William Hall.
We did a famous Friday, William Hall.
It's like your thing. Ask the people how does your sound? How's your sound though? Let's see what they say. Yeah, see if they say. Yeah, it's just breaking up on it. When I hear you, it's breaking up. So ask the audience, how do they sound? Do you sound good to them? Can y'all comment? How do huh?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, can you guys comment?
People are coming in, but do y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you all comment and let us know if the sound is if the sound is good? Huh? Because I can't see the comments, or it's not. But can you all comment and let us know if the sound is good before we continue? Is anybody saying anything? I see we got
lurkers.
Yeah, because I see we got. I'm looking at the views, but can nobody? Okay, just finish so, and then Okay, you sound good now. Now
Do
you
y'all
sound
hear
good.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's not breaking up like it was. But what you were saying?
Pastor, R&B singer, Pastor William Hall.
Okay. So
William
you want to
Hall. Somebody respond.
yeah, now I see somebody say sound is good.
All right, now I like when William Hall had the little fro. I think once he cut the fro, it started getting weird.
It started getting weird.
Yeah, William had the fro. That was it right there. I like the little fro. Okay, like he was gonna be a good guy. Like he's gonna be like he just I don't know. But ever since I get this baby Hall. Before he started before he take I think you missed cut him. He was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It was Babyface Hall. Yeah, so he was giving Trey. He was giving, but this was the Hall that was gonna make a change.
Mm-hmm.
This was the Hall that was gonna make a change out here.
Okay.
For William Hall, that was gonna make a change. William Hall got here.
Huh?
William Hall got here.
Yeah, I can't. It's steady breaking up on my side. They say you breaking up. They say you are breaking up. Huh? Yeah, I don't know because I can't really hear you.
I'm not taking it. All right.
Huh? I can't. You want me to log
Says you
on?
are breaking up. Okay. I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up. I couldn't hardly hear nothing you
Who's breaking
said.
up, Katrina? All right, how about this?
Wait a minute, Katrina. Katrina, who is breaking up? Because I hear you. You said you're breaking up. She said Zoe.
All right.
You want me to?
No, if it's me, I'm gonna try to log on to my phone. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Because now you sound clear right now. I don't know. It's like a while of you talking, then it starts to break up.
Yeah, but let me.
Because you clear right now.
Yeah, but then it goes in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't got time for that.
So you're gonna try to do it on your phone.
Yeah, hold on. That niggas don't want me to be right.
Right. But you're very clear now. Very clear. You're not doing anything different. She said, yeah, the longer you speak, you break up. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
All right, you hear me?
Yeah, it's an echo now. Yeah, it says it's an
You hear me
echo.
now?
No, it's the echo.
You still hear me?
Yeah.
It's still an echo?
Let me see. Keep talking. Okay, you talking? I can't hear you.
That's gonna have to be on here. That's the only way you're gonna be able to hear. You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So that's just gonna be I'm right here, but I gotta put this right here so you can hear me.
Okay, you can hear. Yeah, you
But you
sound
hear me
good.
though, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's get back into it. All right. So William Hall, he shut down a scrapping business today in the sixth ward. I think yesterday in the sixth ward, he said he shut it down. You know, he got him up out of there. You know, all those things, and I really wasn't paying attention to it because I know that he's you know, trying to do a lot of things for the sixth ward. You know, he's always posting that 10 new people that came, 10 new men that joined his church, and then you know he had a album release party and just a lot of things, you know, and he's standing by Brandon Johnson. He's the only one that's standing by Brandon Johnson. So I know he got a lot on his mind. So I really don't, you know, try to say too much when it comes to him. But I kept getting so many tags and people DMing me and then people calling, asking me, can I look at it? So I looked at it and I got just a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, because I remember 2 years ago. You know, I remember. And I've been down there since his term, since Brandon Johnson's term. And I just don't understand how he was acting like he was surprised.
Right.
You know, so I was going to play a couple of clips that maybe people haven't seen. And then we could get into his clip.
Yeah, because he voted for this. This is what he wanted.
Yeah, he definitely voted.
Yeah, so I didn't know why he was so surprised either. So yeah.
Right.
Video network, they play no games about that. But everything is taken, except for maybe your phone and a few dollars. Your clothes, everything taken away from you. Get generic clothes is like going to jail.
Well, that was Alderman William Hall's Instagram post on his border visit with a Chicago delegation from City Hall.
That's right. And in that, he described that very tight security, the heartbreaking scenes playing out at that border camp in El Paso. And he's here now with us this morning. Alderman Hall, thank you so much for getting up early.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people have now seen what's unfolding outside Chicago police stations, but I bet it is nothing compared to what you saw. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that struck you the most?
Yeah, what struck me the most is the distress. I saw children with no parents who crossed the border. I saw families crossing the border, men and women fleeing from various countries, seeking asylum, and they're looking to Chicago as a better chance and better hope.
Explain to our viewers. People talking and they're like, why do we need to go down to the border? Yeah. Why was the mayor planning to go to the border when you can just go to any one of these police district stations or migrant shelters right here in Chicago and find out what's going on and get the same story told here in Chicago? Why travel and spend taxpayer money to go there?
Well, number one, you have to get the facts. And in order to get the facts, you have to go on the ground. You have to see, you have to observe. Right there at the border, we have so many different partners. The mayor of El Paso, the mayor of San Antonio, they met with us, their staff met with us. And there's so many non-for-profits at the border that are the first and sometimes the last faces that people see before they leave Chicago. And so what we were able to do is organize, start the conversations with non-for-profits at the border to share with them things that we need here in Chicago. They're well funded. That is a emergency disaster. Was entire operation is funded by the federal government. So there's not distress on the municipal governments the way we are in Chicago. And so we were able to make new partners. We were able to gather the facts because we have to begin to have a conversation on a federal level. Congressman Jackson has already started an investigation of what's going on in Texas. And so with our facts, we can now further the dialogue at the federal level.
We don't have anywhere near the number of people here, but we have winter, and winter is fast approaching. How are we going to deal with that? And what do you say to all of these residents who say, I don't want to give up my field house for people who don't live here?
Well, the distress that we're seeing here in Chicago is a distress caused by a failed common sense border policy, as my colleague Alderman Robinson coined it. And so if we do not get a federal international border policy ASAP, along with federal funding, the distress will continue, not just in Chicago, but all across America. And so what we need immediately is for Congress to act. Congress is acting a fool right now, but we need a border policy. We need the president to maybe even immediately send an aid package to Chicago. This is failed federal policy that's showing up at the city level.
Yeah, and it's becoming almost a tinderbox in some of the communities, including here in Chicago. Yeah. Yesterday, we had an alderwoman from the 12th Ward that was, surrounded. We just talked about it on the air. She was surrounded by people in Brighton Park. They don't want the mayor's tent city there. What do you want people to know about what unfolded there and how you're trying to balance it all?
Well, that's why we came back early to wrap our arms around our sister. She's doing a great job. And what you're seeing is the distress and the anger in Chicago, but we have to begin to send that same energy to Washington, D.C. We're dealing with the sins of Congress. We're dealing with the back being turned on us by even the president. He's come to Chicago, but he didn't go to the police stations. He's come to Chicago, but he didn't look into the eyes of those who've crossed that border in distress. And so we need a full, comprehensive aid package right now in Chicago. We need the Department of Education to come and see overcrowded classrooms that are struggling with language barriers. We need Department of Human Health and Services to come. We need every department at that level to come to Chicago, but immediately we need aid from the White House.
Speaking of language barriers, I mean, a lot of people presume that most of the people are coming here speaking Spanish, but you have people coming from China, yes. Syria, Syrians, you have Africans. So talk to us about how our educators supposed to help these children when they don't speak their language even.
Yeah, so coming from that security checkpoint base camp, looking at the wall, you did see so many different countries, some in which you mentioned. But again, without the presence of a border policy and with the absence of the presidential administration, if the Department of Education walked through the classrooms of Chicago, and mind you, we were already dealing with the distress in our city. And so with the absence of that type of support, you will see the lack of resources because there's a lack of funding. Again, those cities at the border, El Paso, San Antonio, that's interior city, have all of the wraparound services and funding needed to do their operation. We don't.
Right. Everyone talking about the lack of congressional action. What should that action be? When is it too many people? How do you shut it down?
You have to change the border policy. There is no border policy with a lack of, again, immediate presidential aid. We're seeing a dilapidation of cities as well as local governments. This is a federal issue that we're dealing with at a local level.
All right.
So he's advocating for more money. You notice he didn't say we shouldn't even, the border should be closed. Why is this border open? We got kids unattended. This shouldn't even be happening, period. Now, you notice he talked about what we all knew, that the Biden and Harris administration is garbage. But, remember the Democrats told you how great Kamala is and told you to vote for Kamala. They told you all how great Biden was. Now, all of a sudden, this is the problem. Yeah, we knew it was a problem. all those unattended kids. Yet and still, only thing he was advocating for, never said, hey, we got to close this border. It's too many people here. She told you the Chicago residents have a problem with it. They all in the police departments. No, you should have said, look, stop these buses from coming. We should not have no more people coming to Chicago. We shouldn't even have these people in Chicago. No, you're advocating for more funds to steal. That's all. If Biden would have gave them unlimited funds like they thought they was gonna get, they wouldn't have said it wouldn't have been no issue.
Yeah. So, and I want to, before we go into something, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but I want you to see this one part. I want everybody to see this one part, but I really want you to see this one part because it's all going to make more sense. Is why you can't find. That's why they don't. That's why Vasquez and all them don't want to talk about. Don't want to talk about the immigration and refugee. What's it called? The committee meeting no more. They want to abandon that and stuff because it was all good when the money was coming.
Right. They can steal the money.
Yeah. All right.
Man, you all, William Hall voted for all the money for all our tax dollars to go for these illegal aliens. Everything he voted for them to take our parks, for them to take our police stations. William Hall voted yes to those things.
Alderman William Hall, 6th Ward. Alderman Hall, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Just down there with a contingent of other local policymakers. You went to the border. You saw what was down there. Key takeaways?
Yeah, key takeaways. Number one, we need common sense border policy, ASAP. Secondly, we need an aid package here in Chicago because we are dealing with the effects of a lapsed border policy, paying for the mistakes that Congress is making right now. And so what I saw was El Paso, San Antonio, they have the support of the federal government to intake those who are crossing the border seeking asylum. Asylum seekers have a right to this country. And so as they come across the border and they're looking for a better hope and chance, they're choosing Chicago, New York, and other places. And so those cities have the support of the federal government to handle the influx, sometimes upwards of 6,000 to 7,000 a day.
Yeah. Texas really did play this game pretty unbelievable if you're talking about a chess match. They wanted to bring attention to a border crisis. They have brought attention, throwing cities like Chicago into chaos. We talk with volunteers organization too, who say there's no coordination here. We don't know who needs blankets, who needs feeding, what police station needs what. I mean, what? And you say this is consuming a lot of your time. What do we need to do here?
We need a common sense border policy. I want to thank Congressman Jonathan Jackson for beginning to launch an investigation into this. Because what happens is once you cross the border and you're seeking asylum, you immediately go to a base camp, a security camp ran by Border Patrol, Homeland Security. Once you clear security, now while in there, everything is taken away from you, except for the bare minimum, your phone, a few money, a few dollars you have. You leave that place, barbed wire fence, and with nothing. And from there, you are grabbed and you put on buses. Governor Abbott buses don't even tell you where you're going. The city of El Paso, San Antonio mayor, they do everything they can under international law to get people to the cities where they can make the case for asylum. Chicago is that city. Now, let's also remember that there are people that live here. They have families.
You see them?
Sponsors here that will help them.
Yeah, he's out.
You see them people?
Yep.
That's Beatrice Ponce de Leon. There's what's his name? Brian Cicho Lopez. Who that dude is? See that? Lamont Robinson. Yes.
See, these people are advocating. If you notice, he blamed Congress. He didn't say Biden should have closed that border. These people shouldn't even be allowed over here.
Nope.
He said these people are coming over here seeking asylum, so they should be able to come. The Democratic Party, this is what they wanted. This is who they advocated for. Don't let them fool you guys. It's not about America first, Chicagoans first. They asked for this.
They asked for this, but let's get into, because there's a couple of things in this one that make sense about what's going on right now.
And so without the presence of a common sense border policy and funds to help us in Chicago, it gets difficult. But what we did do down there is connect the non-for-profits at the border that have the federal support with the non-for-profits here to begin to communicate so that we can get resources in the hands the minute they leave that barbed wire gate outside of that security.
Get resources in the hands of illegals.
So let's talk about Mayor Brandon Johnson. He said he was going to go, then he said he's not going to go. Then there was this, as he called it, assault on an alderwoman yesterday, which I've seen assaults, and this was maybe a battery. He then tweeted out, an alderperson in aid while attempting to meet constituents were victims of physical attack by area residents, and then he called it unconscionable. Now, this is also a mayor who, when there's teens downtown, mob actions, when he talks down to that. He doesn't really talk anything about the thousands of people who have been victims of violent crime here. And now one official gets into a little bit of a tete-a-tete. Seems like a double standard here.
Well, that's the reason why we came home early, is to wrap our arms around our sister. She's doing her job. She was attacked. That's why we came home, to support her, to love on her, because she is first a human. Secondly, we must look.
But I'm saying, when Mayor Brandon Johnson, when he talks about crime, he often doesn't poo-poo it, but doesn't even allow us to describe what's happening. Mob actions, people downtown getting assaulted, people afraid on the Mag Mile. But now it happens to an alderwoman, and he's out there preaching it's unconscionable. Isn't there a double message there?
No, she's an elected official. And
and why are they any more important than any resident of Chicago?
Well, at the end of the day, what we do not want is a climate in which officials are being attacked, and we don't want a climate where no one is being attacked. It's the both and, not the either or. And so what our mayor has done, number one, going back to the border, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to send your delegation. It's not uncommon. The Secretary of State came before the president did in Israel. And so he did the right thing to make sure that he gets the facts. We report back. We're going to give him those facts. Secondly, again, we're creating a climate when anyone can be attacked because of failed policies. When you don't have border policies and you don't have an investment in the city, people are in distress, uprising.
Investment in the city
on anybody is against the law. Right. And so
to continue to have open borders,
glorifying the problems in Chicago and not dealing with the solution is why every day we're not going to continue to tell the same story. We see the issue. We just got a new superintendent. Superintendent Snelling has said that he's going to take a different approach to this. And so it's only 30 weeks or so. And so, in my opinion, what we have to consider is that we inherited a lot of issues, and we're doing everything we can to fix what we have to fix.
Of course, you're new. You have inherited a lot of this. I appreciate you taking that question on. One key takeaway, if you give me one thing, what did you learn the most in your time at the border?
Failed federal policy, abandonment of a federal aid package is the reason why we're dealing with it the way we are in Chicago.
Why it's so important for Congress
to act immediately.
And the federal, the executive branch.
Absolutely. $100 billion in being sent in aid. What if 10% of that $100 billion came to Chicago? We wouldn't have the distress. We wouldn't have the uprising that you saw yesterday.
Boy, we
my
need
sister.
Andrew, thank you for coming with us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
So y'all can steal some more.
He said, well, 10%.
So y'all can steal some more. So you see what these people do. They go up there and they lie, because first of all, the older woman didn't get attacked. I was out there at Brighton Park. It was a bunch of angry citizens that were telling her that they didn't want that tent city in Brighton Park. And they was around her telling her, we voted for you and we didn't vote for you. We come first. Put us first. We do not know these people. We don't want a tent city, as you all call it now. They crying out detention camp, concentration camp. We didn't want that on poisonous ground. That's what they was telling that alderman. But see how they lie and and switch things around. First of all, it should have never been an open border. How is it now that we allow 22 million to come in under the Biden-Harris administration when we had border laws? He broke every border law we had, and now under President Trump, it's the lowest in history. In the last 50 years, the border crosses ain't never been this low. We don't have not one person coming across there illegally. How does that happen? And that hasn't happened since 50 years.
50 years.
That's how.
And the alderman is Julia Ramirez.
Yes.
The Brighton Park alderman. And yeah, I remember that's when they had me arrested, and then they made sure that I couldn't come back because that's when they knew that I knew too much. But I was counting the money. I literally was following the money. That's what I'm saying. People could talk about the 700 million. People could talk 657 million. We had $3 billion. At that time, we were at over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. When in last August, we were at 2.2 billion. So I know that we're well over $3 billion now. But when I realized that the Democratic Party was going to make concentration camps for these illegals, and the only reason why they stopped was because of Brighton Park. It started getting real, like national. It started getting worldwide attention because majority of the people that are in Brighton Park are immigrants.
Yep.
Yeah, so they already knew what time it was. They knew the issue, and Pritzker finally had to say, end it. And that even though Garda-World was still paid money for that, they couldn't get their money back because they already paid Garda-World. Garda-World was already working on the stuff.
It was done. It was done.
Mind you, that's contaminated soil, and they still was gonna put them illegals on there, but y'all got the nerve to get mad at Trump for alligator Alcatraz. Which is alligator Alcatraz is better than the jails and prisons that are all over I done been in some jails. I've been in some prisons. Like alligator Alcatraz, brand new.
Right. It's way better than 26. Go to 26 in California. I don't see none of them talking about the conditions in 26 in California.
Nothing at all. I don't even think, they don't be in there at all.
Yeah, they don't have to go to Florida. You can go right there to 26 in California if you was worried about what's going on in the conditions. That's why it's so disgusting with these people. Y'all will talk about concentration camps and call that alligator Alcatraz a concentration camps. No, let's talk about the real concentration camp, which was a tent city that y'all knew was poisonous ground.
In December, in Chicago, in Chicago's winter.
Yes,
it was God who made sure that winter was not bad. Because it was like that, and I said, woo, it's not as cold as it usually is, like last year or whatever. Like it was not that cold because God was with us, and God was with the most vulnerable people that were being used to come over here.
Yeah.
You understand? They already knew what time it was. These were our replacements. The Office of New Americans plan is 45 pages. You guys can look this up yourself and go do your research when you want to. It's not 500 pages like how they were trying to scare y'all with Project 2025. This is 45 pages of what they were doing, what they're about to do, and what they were doing. On a Rahm Emanuel put this together. Y'all wrong. Yeah. So y'all can go back and look at this. But let's get back to William Hall. So the reason why I brought up those two videos is because William Hall talks out his mouth twice, two sides. He talks out of his mouth both sides. He will sit and he will act like he is this real ass nigga from and he's this dude and he don't get down like that and he about this and he about that and he about his people's whole time. He's down at 121 North LaSalle Street on his knees for Brandon Johnson.
Yes,
whatever vote Brandon Johnson needs that is detrimental to the South Side, detrimental to the 6th Ward, he is going to vote for it.
Yes,
then
he
he will
is.
go back into the community and talk all different. Like he wasn't down there. Mama said, Mama saw who my who saw. Mama said, Mama saw who my who saw. Like real talk.
Like he's surprised what's happening. Like
yeah, surprised. You nigga, you voted for all of this. When it came to the sanctuary city vote, when they touched Emma Mitz, you left, and there's a video of you talking to one of the news people. It's talking about it's other things I could be dealing with in my ward, potholes, trees. Just because you didn't want to go down there and vote. No, even though everybody, the South Side was for it being a referendum and letting the people choose, because we no longer could not be a sanctuary city because it was killing our community. But what did you do? You skedaddled up out of there because your boyfriend told you to leave and you left. So,
while your ward dirty, all that.
While your ward dirty, and displaced. You got a whole co-op apartment complex that people are literally they're leaving, they're losing their stuff. Their ceilings is caving in.
Yep.
They came to you plenty of times for help. You act like you can't help at all.
Abandoned buildings, all in the community. Yeah,
abandoned buildings, all this stuff. So when this was posted, let's get this together. Oh, man, hold on. When he was going to the border and looking at the souls and the distress, but he forgot to look at the soul and the distress of the seniors and the children in the 6th Ward.
The children that's in his community,
or the ones that are jammed up in the education system, like he said.
Right.
So my man, after a long night out,
Yep. This is just disturbing. This is unacceptable. So what's up, everybody?
Look like he had late night.
And literally, it's called whole illegal operation going on. All types of scrapping. Yeah, wee hours of the night. This is what they've been doing. I couldn't catch them. In real time, neighbors been complaining. But on my way home, this is what we found. Straight up. This is just wild. This is wild. No permits, no nothing. Wild. Had trucks pulling up, ready to pick this up. Y'all not about to turn our neighborhood into just a scrap yard. No. All of this. Straight up. They just, yeah. They just keeping all, look at this. There's no permits, no registered anything. Straight up, this is wild. Whole operation. Called them red-handed. Neighbors been calling our office. I couldn't find them in real time. So now, shutting this down. This is unacceptable. And they pull up and they selling this stuff. Then they drop it off in the neighborhoods. And then my ward superintendent, why y'all putting it back? Okay, all right, never mind. Y'all do y'all thing. And the city, we about to do our thing. Enjoy this today. Look at this.
Look at that.
Straight up illegal operation. No permits.
No
No
permits.
permits.
Ain't nothing in there.
So they do it on Sunday because I guess they thought people not working. No permits. All hours of the night. Alderman,
where's
they
the
doing
police?
this. Alderman, they doing that. Well, this is what they've been doing. And then they got a whole side hustle selling this stuff. Got cars pulling up. This is where they're going to store it for a later date and time, I guess. This is unbelievable. Now, you know they not serious because look how they transporting this stuff on. So this is fly dumping, and this is what fly dumping looks like. So when stuff show up in the wards, on these vacant lots and stuff, this is how it gets there. Yeah, man, y'all wild. Then they throw it, so they throwing it over there. And what's going to happen is, now they're going to come back later. I mean, all types of stuff. Just tearing up all types of stuff, man. Throw this in our neighborhoods. Y'all don't even live over here.
Y'all.
When doing it in your neighborhood, don't do it in our straight up, it's just a whole operation. Call them. They just up here, Wayne dang doodle time. Just call them. Look at this. I mean, look, got the whole operation. Then he gonna try to block the entrance. This one over here. He gonna try to block. Crazy. Come on, man. All I ask is that y'all treat us and our neighbors with the same amount of respect. And this ain't respectful, man. Y'all had a whole party back here. Drinking. Yeah, I bet y'all did have a party. Selling scraps. This ain't no scrap yard. This is a neighborhood. Give these people peace.
Oh my God.
In the morning. Look at the bears in here. They up in here. Wang dang doodle time. Having parties all types of hours a night. No wonder. Yeah. You have to be this way, but you made it this way. Look at this. Got food. Yeah, they've been hanging out. This club, ooh-wee. It's crazy.
Club ooh-wee.
Crazy. Got cars pulling up, getting scraps. Nah, man. Nah, I'm not leaving until they stop working. I'm not leaving. Come on, man. Let's wrap this up, homie. Because we don't, come on. Let's wrap this up. Y'all wild. Yeah, this is crazy. And you wonder why neighborhoods look the way they do, stuff like this. Whole operation. Look at this. Now they're going to hide it. Now they hide it, thinking that this is going to make it better.
How? What they hiding?
They coming back here with trouble. Now clean this up. Our people ain't going to suffer. You guys senior citizens, y'all doing this 3 o'clock in the morning. This is what they transporting on. This ain't nothing but what
I got one question. What they hiding?
And what can I say this? Let me say this, y'all. Think about it. That's his ward, right? This is what they doing is illegal. If that was the case, you would have stopped everything. Ain't nobody moving that. Talking about, look at them. They gonna scrap this. This is illegal. This is all that. What you would have did was you would have stopped it right then there and said, ain't nobody put nothing in that truck to scrap. You gonna stop everything. Period. You're going to call the police because this is your ward. All this is illegal. You're going to stop it and you're going to call the police and have all of them arrested. You're not going to say, look at y'all bogus, man. Y'all just going to take this stuff and scrap it. This is all illegal. You're not getting ready to do that, guys. You're going to say, and look at this. Y'all wrong for this. Y'all ain't doing this to my right. No, you're not. You're going to say, you're going to call the police and say, you know what? I want everybody arrested. Everybody arrested. Don't y'all move another, don't you put another piece of steel or metal into that truck. Y'all not getting ready to scrap this metal. This is illegal. But y'all doing this illegal. Ain't no permits permitted to be here. Everybody getting ready to get locked up. Ain't nothing moving. That's the way it's like you guys. It's like you going into you building your own business, your restaurant. Let's just say you got you a restaurant and you are working on that restaurant without any permits and things like that. Do you think if the aldermen show up and you're a resident, do you think if the aldermen show up that they're going to continue letting your construction company keep building and keep going back, keep going, and you have no permits, you don't have nothing, and they gonna come in and say y'all wrong for this. This is y'all wrong for this. But you still, but let you still put up bricks and put drywall and all that. No, they're not gonna do that. What my BS is that we were trying to get built, the framework, when they came in and asked us, okay, let me see the permits and things like that. We had to stop and go show the permits and all that. So this is all stage, guys. All stage. You talk about y'all bogus. Man, look at them. They put in the truck. They finna look, all they gonna do is drive it away and scrap it. Man, they wrong for this. Man, come on.
They wrong for this. They wrong for please let's continue.
They go into the neighborhoods. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, look at this. This type of operation. This ain't gonna happen. Nah, homie. Yeah. All right, you gonna find out. You gonna learn today. Yeah, you can't tell me where to go, man. Go on somewhere. Fine. Look at this. They got a whole operation going. Whole operation. Whole operation. Hey, man, come on. Nah, man. Nah, man, let's clean it up. I'm not leaving until this is shut down. Okay. And they on their way to shut it down. So y'all can stick around if you want to. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. They're on the way. Stay if you want to find out. Shutting this down on site. On site. God. This is wild. Got senior citizens all hours of the night. I'm trying to see what they got up in here. They got, you see the trucks. You see the trucks. They filling this stuff up. This is what they do. So this is the scam. Cats
all
like
hours of the night. All hours of the night, you got senior citizens. All hours of the night, he got senior citizens. While Alderman David Moore, he be out in the middle of the night catching the prostitutes in the 17th ward. He got seniors calling him and calling up there because the music because it's loud over here. But today was the day on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, look, Fuqua said, Future back Fuqua said, but they never showed up though. Nobody never showed up. Come on, y'all.
You see this? This not even a professional dump truck.
It's not even professional.
375365 TB. Find out who that's registered to. This is a whole operation. Nah, man. Come on. Now they think that it's okay because they clean up. They're gonna be back later tonight. But we putting chains on the door. We putting padlocks on the door. This is shut down immediately. These senior citizens been calling our office for three days in a row. Y'all don't even live over here. You was gonna throw this stuff away, think you slick, and then they got it all in the back of the truck. All in the back of the truck. They just making all types of money off of abandos. Yeah, come on, man. They got, yeah. No, you take it easy and do the right thing, man. Do the right thing, then we can
take it easy because you know I am here. All
right, well, it's my pleasure to shut this down.
So 3 days they been calling.
3 days.
Getting paid off of come on, man. Straight up. This is wild. Y'all, come on, let's go. All right, I love you too. Come on, man.
How many times you gonna walk in there?
Now, I'm trying to tell you.
He wanted his people. Hey guys, they coming. Y'all better leave.
Party in here.
Right.
Yeah, access. I mean, they done broke in the place. Whole operation. This is wild.
How you break into the place?
Wild.
How you break into the place?
Somebody hired them.
Hired them.
Somebody hired them. Stop it.
Slick. Not you too. Yeah, homie. Let's go.
Somebody hired them.
Somebody hired them. And how
somebody hired them and the job is done. That's why he keeps going in there to show every yes, the job is done because that used to be a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. It's because like 3 days. Okay. So you have residents calling you. The first day you should have been your butt out there. The first day. Hey, your residents call you. You gonna wait 3 days? So
3 days.
all these senior citizens calling you, all these residents calling you, and you're not gonna say, okay, one day, let's just say they call you one night, and you say, okay, I'm gonna go in the morning to see what's going on. You didn't go up, you didn't get up in the morning and go see, or you didn't think about going later on that day and see what's going on. Okay, let's give you that day. The next day, you didn't think to say, okay, I'm getting a lot of calls in the residents. Let me go check this out, see what's going on. The second day, you didn't do that. So the third day, come on, William Hall.
Right.
Stop it.
Right.
It was, look, they gave him the cue. Hey, man, it's done. It's over.
It's done. It's over with.
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah, because this building, they need somebody. This used to be part of the Uwe people. And they didn't want to pay nobody to gut that kitchen out and gut all that stuff because it was going to be a lot of money. So they hired the essays, and they know the essays, and they paid the essays. That's why the essays was confused because they know him. And they have done work with him before. And the issue is them people were calling.
They were. Because think about it.
Midterms.
Yeah.
People starting to wake up. People starting to see that shit ain't what it used to be. And it's not making no sense. And he has to show face. He got to act like he's the alderman and that he doing something. Illegal demolition busted. Scrap operation busted. Where's the illegal demolition at? Because they didn't. What did they demolish?
And they have a dump truck, guys. They didn't think about it, y'all, and probably a lot of them illegals. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of them probably illegal aliens. Right. So these people just decided, let's just go into ooh-wee. Now we talking about
80-30 Dan Ryan.
80-30 Dan Ryan. Illegal aliens, probably a lot of them probably are illegal aliens. I'm just assuming because a lot of them do that type of work.
Right.
And because they don't speak English. So they just decided, guys, let's go into the old ooh-wee. Let's go rent a dump truck and let's go clean it out.
Let's go good at it.
Let's go clean it out.
83rd and Dan Ryan. Out of all the like he said, the bandos. Out of all the bandos, ooh-wee, 83rd and Dan Ryan. This happened to be the one.
A bunch of people who don't speak English said, let's go get a truck. Let's go spend all our hours of the night, all day and night, working to clean up this place and gut it out and clean it up. And nobody paid them. Nobody told them we'll give you this much money to do. So they just decided to do it on their own because they just like doing this type of work.
Where's Snelling at?
Yeah, where your boy? Cause see,
where's Snelling at? Where the police at?
Yeah, because if that was you, Zoe, you would have been arrested.
Oh, I would have been arrested.
If that was me,
they had the paddy wagon out there for us last week.
You see, we would have been arrested. If we were doing that, we would have been arrested. You got these people that supposedly been doing this illegal business. Didn't nobody tell them, didn't nobody hire them. They just took it upon themselves to do this, which is definitely illegal because you that's illegal. But you just gonna do that. Nobody paid these people to do this, and they just out there working for free.
Working for free. And I'm gonna tell you something. Now I'm dealing with a building issue.
Right.
I'm in court right now. I'm waiting for the city. I'm waiting for the city to do the right thing and go ahead and offer us something. But they're gonna play the I'm dealing with the black boule, the juju, the elites that want to play this game. Yeah, you ain't gonna if you ain't gonna kiss my ass, I'm shit. You ain't gonna get it. Okay, cool. Well, it's all right. It's all right. Cool. Right. I'll just remove y'all and get y'all in jail because I'm not gonna play these games. But the city of Chicago unlawfully demolished my family's building. my godfather and my mother. They were working on this building. They had everything they were doing with the building. They had the permits, all that. Now they tried to say they knocked down the building because of building violations. And okay, cool. Like I said, it could have been 40,000 building violations. Where the court order? Mm-hmm. No court order. So then but what they tell black people, because they told Greg Mitchell this, and Greg Mitchell is very confident going around telling people this, police powers. Okay, so it's police powers. Police has no power to knock down a building without a court order. And if that's the case, then we could have sued the police station. I mean, the police department. But the police department also did not know that they just knocked down the Sandpiper Lounge, and they gave us a police report.
Right.
Because it wasn't going to be on them because they could not believe they did it. I don't understand where the illegal demolition comes in at, because nothing was demolished. The illegal scrapping, it wasn't no illegal scrapping because you guys hired them.
Right.
Go in there and do that, because the word is that building is supposed to be a salon.
I would be interested. Let me say this. I would be interested to see what business come about with right there. I'll be interested to see what business come there and be established there. That's what I would be interested in seeing. You see what I'm saying, though? So every business.
Well, people say right now they said they're going to call his office at work that's in his ward to say why he didn't call the police or ICE.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, why didn't you do that?
You went in there. You kept going in there like 3 times.
And
talk about y'all bogus. Look at that. They just take this, put it in the truck, and they finna scrap that and get money. They wrong for this. That's all you kept saying. You never called the police, and you didn't.
Who was on that way? They say he finally put an orange sticker on it, which doesn't matter because, like, again, we're dealing with a bunch of people who are clicked up, and he said that he was going to get that building to somebody. And the person who the building was going to go to, that person did not want to spend any money to gut it out because it was a kitchen. So they hired the essays.
And he probably said, I'll give you 3 days to have it cleaned out.
I have you 3, right there you go.
I'll give you 3 days to have it cleaned out, and then I go act like it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But hey, 3 days to get somebody. I probably know. He probably knew the essays. I get these essays to come help you. We'll clean it out, and but I'm gonna give you 3 days to clean it out, and now he gotta act like, because he didn't probably know the people was gonna be calling like that and complaining.
And the reason why I posted the videos at first, because just say that's not the scenario. Even if that's the scenario. Okay, I know for sure that's the scenario. But just say they did. Just say these essays just came over there and start bothering us. Just start going in there and going in there and scrapping like a crackhead.
And cleaning up.
You voted for this.
Yep.
You went to the border. You saw the stress in their eyes. You said that we need an aid package. You kept saying we need an aid package. An aid package like 80 times. You were saying that if we get just 10% of the $100 billion, or if they just send us $100 billion.
Yep.
We can clean it up. We can take care of it. These people also says that they are allowed to come into this country. You said Pastor R&B singer, actor, because you are now an actor. I'm going to put actor on his resume because he acted. Yes. Terrible acting. It was actually terrible, but it was there. You went out. You was out that night. Pulled up. Like, but yeah. So this honestly was some BS, and y'all know what it is. Now, I could put the whole story out there, but I'm not, because I got respect for people.
Let's see what business. Let's see what business comes from this.
So I must. Yeah. You're right. I'm gonna put business out there, but I do know this is cap.
Yeah.
It's definitely cap. You know exactly what you were doing, and that is what these aldermen do. These aldermen will hold buildings, will do certain things for certain people. I would look to go see if that's in a TIF zone, because it's probably in a TIF zone.
Oh,
you understand? And you gonna go ahead, because they got their certain faves that they rock with. There's certain influencers and certain faves and certain this and certain that. So he gonna hold down that business.
We gonna see. Because what?
He gonna need all the help that he can get
to get voted back in.
You
know what we gonna do? When we see, you gonna find out if that's a TIF zone, right? We gonna see what business come about right there. And if everything that we are thinking is what happens, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, because then we're gonna connect all the dots. Right now, we just waiting. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Because we know this is cap. We know this is a cap right here, for sure.
Right.
You know they were paid, and we know somebody paid them to do this, to clean this out. So now we are just gonna wait and see.
Be.
Yeah.
This is how he be down at City Hall, y'all. This city council meeting. This him. This y'all. This is sixth ward alderman right there. Right there.
Asleep. Is he asleep?
Yeah, he was asleep. Okay. So it's only when it's time, when Brandon Johnson need his vote, did he get up?
Yeah. Long night. Look at him.
All night, yeah. He be out here. He be outside. He
go, look, Future by Fuqua said, wasn't that after his album release party?
Right. His album release party, yes. Because you know he is an R&B singer. He is a prayer and worship pastor. He's a politician.
He went to the border.
Clearly, he's working on a developer. He's a developer now. And then that's that. But on the real though, William Hall, there was a man who was competing against you, Richard Wooten. Richard Wooten can beat your ass.
He won by how many votes?
Well, the general election was 76, but then the primary he won by a couple thousand.
Okay.
But to get in there, Richard Wooten lost by like 76 votes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But yeah, and my thing is, and anybody like today, Brandon Johnson was at some, I don't know, something for the teachers union. And he was speaking at the teachers union. He had his shades on. Because he think he's I don't know what he thinks he is.
He think he's the man.
Yeah, he think he's the man. Well, he's the billionaire.
Yeah, he's the billionaire.
He's the fastest billionaire. He's definitely gonna be the fastest billionaire to go to jail. But he is he's a billionaire. You understand? Off the government.
Off our tax dollars.
Invest Southwest. Yeah. Our tax dollar, invest Southwest money, infrastructure money. this nigga is. Yeah, he hit.
And everybody getting a piece of the pie. Everybody getting a piece of it. That's why
everybody getting a piece of it. So he went and got put the shades on. Speaking of it, let's see what he says. What he spent. Oh, but at least people starting to say $1 billion. You know, now saying $1 billion on a thing. But yeah, he think he too fly. But I was saying that because today it was only one city council member standing by his side, and who was that? William Hall.
He always in every press conference, everything. He right there by his side.
By his side.
Yeah. So every messed up thing that's happening out here, guys, William Hall voted yes for it.
Yes, and he is dying on that hill with Brandon Johnson. Like, there's no way. Like, William Hall is an op.
Yeah.
He's an op. Look what he just did. He staged the whole Tyler Perry play for y'all.
To help whoever business that's getting ready to come there, they probably cool. He probably said, "Hey, you know, I allow you this time to clean it up." This is speculation, guys. I'm not saying allegedly saying this will happen. We are just, we just guessing right now.
No, I'm not guessing. I know for sure. But Danielle is allegedly.
Yeah, we'll just see what it is. Like I said, we'll circle back and come talk about this once we, if everything we are speculating and everything that we think is happening, if it happened, then we're gonna come back and we just gonna circle back and just talk about it. Let you all connect the dots, and we're gonna let you all see.
Oh, the dots is already connected, so I'm ready.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to see what this is.
They're probably not gonna put nothing there because they're all watching. They're watching now.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
They watching. So I already know, and I feel good about that. I feel good if y'all pause it, because I'm trying to tell you, you do not want to get the Love in Chicago drama going.
Yeah, because these
it'll
people
be a Love in Chicago drama, because y'all out here, these weird influencers, these same business people who clicked up with the city and keep getting the same opportunities and nobody else don't. I'm trying to tell you,
grants, the same opportunities,
all of that stuff. Y'all all get this. Y'all all clicked in, all get that. Y'all food is not good at all.
Yeah, keep getting the same neighborhood opportunities. Grants. Keep getting the same thing. It'd be the same. Who know the aldermen, who clicked up with the aldermen, who clicked up with the mayor, they get the same grants in the neighborhood opportunity grant. The same TIF money, the people. Yeah. Yep.
Right. So, I know. I want to settle my mother's case, because I'm trying to tell you, the worst is going to get worse and worse, because if y'all think that if y'all gonna keep giving the same people them opportunity grants and don't think nobody's paying attention, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, Brandon Johnson. So yeah, Brandon Johnson had he had what's name there too? Stacey Davis Gates. He had his glasses on, but the only alderman showed up to his side was
she's the worst. She is the worst.
Oh yeah, she's the worst.
These are your criminals. Anybody that's with those two, Stacey Davis Gates, anybody that's associated with Brandon Johnson, any Pritzker, any of these people, you all better stay far away and make sure anybody that they get behind, far as a candidate, you all better make sure, and I'm telling you, that you all run the other way.
The other way.
Yes.
Like real talk.
Because she is terrible. She's only out for herself. Thief. He's a thief. You see that they Stacey Davis gave CTU. You see they gave you Brandon Johnson, the worst mayor in America. So they gonna get behind somebody else, or she might run. So yeah, you all we gotta be very, very vigilant, very careful. We only got one shot section to get it right. It's our cooks right here.
I said Stacey sends her kids to Catholic school. Yeah, while she out here
Catholic school
stealing and vouching and
all the money, stealing all the money from us.
That's aligned with any of these people are ops. They're not good for the community. They're not good for the city. They're not good for the culture. They're just not good people. And that's for the 2026 candidates. There's 2026 candidates that are running for senator, that's running for congressional seats, that are running for state reps too, but yeah, definitely congressional seats, and U.S. senators that are out here with the ops, out here whining and dining with the ops, and trying to make it like it's unity. No, it's not unity.
It's not unity at all.
These are sellouts, and from one sellout to another sellout, you have two sellouts, and then the sellout starts getting three sellouts, then four sellouts, and then the kids be with the kids, everybody. So, and like Skill said, if people can't see through the BS, either they don't want to or they're just blind, and that's really what it is. That's the best way that you can put it, because niggas see through the BS. It's there. Like I said, y'all people don't. It's you guys. If you guys cannot make it down to 121 North LaSalle committee meetings, you guys can go on. You guys can Google City of Chicago meetings. It'll come up. All the committee meetings, including city council. You can press on that, and they have videos, and you can watch from home. You can watch from your job. You can watch while you're exercising. You can watch while you're working or whatever you're doing. Sometimes you could put that. You could put your headphones on and let it and listen and just let it ride. Sometimes it's going to be an hour meeting. Sometimes it's going to be 3-hour meetings. But you have to listen. Budget season is coming. This month of August, they closed it down. So they don't have any meetings until September. September, start paying attention. October, start paying attention. November, start paying attention. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to try my hardest. I know I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to try my hardest to put the meetings out there. But every time we put the meetings out there, all of a sudden it be flooded down there with people because they don't want us at the mic, even the committee meetings. That's why I try to pick and choose. However, but I'm just going to start going live. I'm going to get my shit out. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna record all of the fuckery that's going down there, because what y'all will see is the meeting, but as us being spectators,
we're gonna show y'all
what's really going on.
We're gonna show y'all what's really going on.
What's really going on. So that's what it is. Do not I get y'all kids registered to vote.
Please
get y'all grandparents registered to vote. Start looking at. I will. If you ask me, I'm working on doing one for. Somebody's teaching me how to do report cards, so I'm gonna be having report cards for these 50 disgraced aldermen down there. We already know this mayor done failed, so it is what it is. Cook County board president, her as well. She gotta get the fuck on.
Pritzker has to go. Yup.
Pritzker has to go.
Y'all.
There's no saving Pritzker. What Pritzker is, all he does is lie.
It's still money.
Getting worse. He's standing on it because he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire,
and
guy.
He's starting to see that it doesn't matter. He paid for that whole DNC.
Yup. And the DNC is broke, guys.
DNC, and what happened?
And the DNC is broke now. They're broke. And that's why they're doing this little ploy now with the redistricting and the gerrymandering, because they know it's going to be Texas is going to be redistrict. It's just what it's supposed to do. But what they're doing now is they need money because the DNC is broke. They need money, and they using this garbage that we got to fight this, because they're going to use their money in Texas. These candidates are going to use their money to fund their campaign that they going to need, like Jasmine Crockett and things like that. They going to need some campaign money because ain't nobody messing with them. So they going to use this money that they getting from the donors to try to act like they fight against Trump, right? They ran here, and they're going to use that to fund their money because they know good and well that they can't stop it. This is just to save face and get your money because they broke and ain't nobody paying for them. So this is what's happening. We have to make it in Illinois, guys. And Pritzker is a billionaire. And we have to make it in Illinois and Chicago, guys, too big to red, because these people, they cheat. They're going to cheat. And if we don't get these voter rolls cleaned up, if we don't get these Dominion machines up out of here, we're going to have to make it so big that they can't cheat. We're going to have to make it too big.
We're going to but it's going to happen. It's going to be too big to rig, because Chicago fit red, like what Sean says. We're about to set it off.
Yup. And I keep telling
you, set it off in this month.
Yeah, because see, guys, y'all got to understand, just like when both parties were done. Remember, they had the Democratic Party, they were done. The established Republican Party, they were done. And then that's when MAGA came in, when Trump came in 2016. And that's why people voted, because it was MAGA. They wasn't voting for the established Democrats, and they wasn't voting for the established Republicans. They were voting for MAGA. What you see it happening now, what y'all is going to happen this election, it's not the Democrats, it's not the established Republicans. Chicago flips red. It's the new party for we the people. So we the new conservative Republican Party. Just like MAGA had to come, Chicago flips red had to come. So we're not sure established Republicans. So all y'all who saying, I just can't do Republicans, don't worry about it. Y'all not doing the established ones. You all are voting and saying, I trust Chicago flips red. I trust them. That's who I'm voting for. That's what I'm voting for.
And I'm as transparent as can be, because at the end of the day, I started this fight because they were not about to play with my godfather and my mother. That's number one. But then going in there and just seeing just how we were getting railroaded was just embarrassing, but sad at the same time, because it's our own fucking people. It's our own fucking people. Niggas like this nigga that just did a whole act, like this nigga just did a whole play, like a whole drama. A whole drama for 20 minutes on one post, and then he went back and did, I think, a whole nother thing. Like, nigga, you did a whole drama knowing that you helped finesse the whole scrapping thing. Like, you knew exactly who them niggas. You got them niggas' numbers in your phone. You got the main nigga in the phone that you call. Hey man, like, you already know what it is.
And the police didn't come. No police,
the police didn't come, because the police know, just like the police don't come when Alderman Moore be talking about them prostitutes. Nigga, that's your problem. Them your bitches.
Yeah, because y'all, I'm serious. I am so serious. Think about it, y'all. And I just want y'all to really think about it in your head. Whenever the city of Chicago, whenever your alderman call, they want to shut down a bar. Because I have been in bars where the police come in, they shut it down, and everybody, they don't let you say what he did. ain't nobody move. When they come in there, everybody got to get out and they boarding it up, or they're making sure ain't nobody going back in there until the permits are good, until this is how they do things in Chicago. Any citizen, Chicago citizen that's not doing things legally that they deem to be legally, they will shut you. The police come and I don't care if you got thousands of people in that place. They're gonna get y'all all up out of there and they're gonna shut it down with right then and there. They're not gonna do this all acting and theatrics like him. So this is what they do when you doing stuff like that. So for him to do all this garbage, the police never came, never called the police and allowed these people to pack up, put the the things in there, the scrap metal in their cars to go get money for it and all that. Come on, guys. Come on. Ain't nobody.
Like they crackheads.
Yeah, come on.
No, they were professional. It was actually very professional. Matter of fact, the way that they gutted that whole place out was impressive.
Yeah, organized. They knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
They got paid. They got paid to do that job. Yeah. And they said 3 days.
Hard-working amigos.
And they said 3 days. Because look, think about it, Zoe. Think about what he said. I caught that. They were out all night, 3 o'clock in the morning, this and that. They gave them 3 days to do it. You got 3 days to do it. And they were working
2 hours, baby.
Yup. And they were working day and night. Because he's talking. Remember, he said 3 o'clock in the morning, all out, all times of night. They just doing this. Yeah, because y'all gave them 3 days to do it.
Gave them 3 days. 3 days and government money.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even give my money. They paid that on the side. But a person wanted that building, and also another reason why people do these things, because the zoning, right? So if that's zoned to be a restaurant, but he can go down there and finesse and say that, because that's what he was going to try to say. They went in there and messed the place up. You understand? Like it was. I mean, it's not zoned the kitchen anymore. Why are we zoning the kitchen? They went in there and robbed the place. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
So now it's not commercialized. It's not. I mean, it shouldn't be zoned as a kitchen. So can we down zone
it? Yeah, though.
Can we down zone it, or can we rezone it to whatever they want to do it? Or are they starting? Because that's on 83rd. Are they starting to gentrify 83rd now?
Yeah, we got
start knocking down stuff on 83rd.
Yeah, we gotta see. That's why I said we're gonna circle back on this, because we gotta see what's gonna happen. That you right, Zoe. We're gonna pay.
Yeah, because you see what they're doing with 79. And speaking of 79, shout out to Yorley Huff. She closed on her building that they were trying to take away from her. So shout out to Yorley. She closed on her building.
Shout out to Yorley.
And I hope she goes gets a zoning lawyer if they try to play her, try to say anything like that. Because I'll be talking about the quantum later on too, because I want to let y'all know what's the real reason behind why they're trying to
do what they
79. What they trying to do with 79.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you have property on 79th Street, do not sell it.
Yes, if you have a home over there, if you got homes near 79th, if you have a home over there by Cottage Grove, any of those areas, any stuff like that, the quantum shit is coming. I'm going to get into that later. Do not, if you know people that's over there, do not sell y'all home. Do not make sure go down there and check to make sure they funny business with your deeds and stuff like that. Check to make sure they ain't trying to finesse your grandmama or your aunts or your moms, because they ain't shit. I'm trying to tell you.
Put your deed in a trust. Put it in a trust.
Put it in trust. Make plenty of copies.
Yeah.
And you have the right, and I want y'all to know, y'all have the right. Y'all do not have to let the city know that it's in a trust.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to let the city know that now, because that's the situation. They because that's how you know they try to do some slick shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you have a trust, that's between you and a trust. But you'll have some janky real estate agents and realtors out here that also be helping stealing land and property with these
Yes, they
people.
do.
So they'll try to tell you something totally different. So really don't trust none of these motherfuckers out here, because it's a land grab. It's a money grab. And that's just what it is. They've been doing it for a long time. But when it comes to the 8th Ward,
that's Michelle Harris.
Ward,
yeah,
and that's 79th Street. Anything that's around 79th Street and Greg Mitchell Ward. Anything that's in those wards, the 7th and 8th Ward, do not. And honestly, 83rd too.
Yeah,
that's right off the damn Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. So from Exchange, almost from South Shore Drive, 79th South Shore Drive, on that back to the Dan Ryan, you know,
just like how they clearing out
Stony Island. Yeah, around the Cottage Grove, Stony Island, all that. Keep your stuff, because that's where exactly that quantum thing they build is gonna be all around there, and those houses, and those people gonna be wanting to stay right near there. So it's gonna go up. That property is gonna go up.
Yeah, they're probably about to go up.
And
up, like we talking high up, high up. So no, do not move. Do not think about moving. Any of those things. We are going to make sure these property taxes make sense. And that's why
it's so important. That's why it's so important. We keep telling y'all, it's so important that we get this election right. Everything is riding on this election, because they have so many things that they're trying to do, and that's going to happen. But if you have people, if y'all put these same people back in, they're with this. This is what they're doing. They're on this whole, everybody is with this agenda. You have to get somebody in who see what's going on, is going to stop that. And that's going to be for the people, because they doing some dirty stuff. And that's why we keep saying, guys, please, we have to get this election right. Y'all want to argue with us about the things that don't even matter. What's mattering is what's happening right here in your backyard, right here in your neighborhoods. This is what's going to affect you. Please just trust us. Please, we got to get this election right.
Got to, because you got people like him who put on a whole act. He put on a whole act when he be downtown. Sleep. And voted anyway, Brandon Johnson said.
Yep.
Him and Jason Irvin. Jason Irvin, big suit wearing ass, be doing the same thing. Half the time, they don't be knowing. They be like, basically like, what Brandon said. Okay, vote or no. Yeah, so they don't care. They do not have the best interest for their constituents. They have the best interest for Brandon Johnson's corrupt agenda.
And their money and their pockets.
It's big business. Because
they getting paid from this. Yeah. They're definitely getting paid.
Oh, they're getting paid. But right now, that's why I'm for it. Trump don't send a federal dollar here.
Yes.
They got the money. They got $3 billion.
Mm-hmm.
They got invest. Brandon Johnson got invest Southwest money.
He got that $830 million.
Some housing bonds money. He got TIF money.
Yep.
He got infrastructure money.
Yep.
So he got the money to do what he needs to do.
CTU got all that money.
Yeah, CTU.
He got that pension.
And CTU can just keep some more dues. Just keep stealing dues from their teachers.
Yeah.
And because they already owe the pot. I think they took $30 million out. They got $20 million.
They owe, like, they haven't paid, like, they took $50 million, I think, and they only paid like $20 million or something. They owe like $30 million.
They owe $30 million.
Yeah. So and these are, and Brandon Johnson with his pension for the CTU.
Yeah. Oh, pension is broke.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all.
It's about. I mean, and Pritzer basically said, "F it." Sign more money for the and don't get me wrong, I appreciate the our first responders, but come on, man, breaking us
because we're
is
paying that.
insane.
Yeah, where's the relief for the taxpayer citizens?
Where's the relief?
Where's the relief for us? I mean, y'all mad at Trump, and I gotta keep saying that. Y'all mad at Trump. They told y'all the tariffs. They said it was, oh my God, tariffs, blah, blah, blah. Now you seeing, even CNN had to say, and they fake news. Anytime they come and just have to say that those tariffs is doing so good that they can't lie. That's never that no president ever did this. They have to just come out and say the terrorist thing, whereas it's going to give the citizens, us, the a tax break in the economy, because he talking about what, sending the first round of stimulus checks or our checks to us. So this is y'all.
I don't care. I don't like. What irritates me is when people say, "Well, everything's expensive." Everything was expensive what we just went through. People can't even people can't even pay their property taxes. Shit been expensive.
Right.
While these Democrats have been eating real well, and playing the victim just like he just did.
Yup.
He just played the whole victim like he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Nigga, you been knew this was happening.
Yeah. We had to see for the last
Jussie Smollett.
Yeah. And we had to see for the last 3 to 4 years, we had to see illegals eating good, living good while we were suffering for the high taxes, the high food, the high gas, the high inflation, everything. Only people that were doing great. When I was going to the store, when I was only able to get a little basket full of groceries, and they had 3 shopping carts full of food, was illegal aliens. It was ridiculous. So no, it been high. Now everything is going down. Now everything is on its way down. And this man ain't even been in office 6 months. The tariffs was one good thing, because we're getting that money back. The money that the tariffs he's putting on these other countries, that's giving our money back with no inflation. That means the government don't have to print money. When the government prints money, that's how inflation starts. That's how we have inflation, because the government is printing money. When you are able to receive money and you don't have to print money, that's how you keep inflation low. So because of the tariffs, we're able to receive the money. And now we're not printing it. So therefore, that's going to give us a surplus. And then that's going to, with no inflation. See, Trump knows exactly what he's doing. And then when you cut these illegals off, all the billions of dollars that the Biden and Harris administrations took our money that could have went on us. And now they're not getting that. So that money, that's trillions of dollars that's not being spent on them. That trillions of dollars that's not going out to these foreign wars. All that money is coming back to us. And jobs are coming back to us. Far as the jobs are coming back to America. So y'all don't understand what's happening, because the fake news keep lying to y'all. And y'all won't do research. Understand what's happening. And I'm not. I wouldn't
ain't gonna do no research.
And
because they absolutely personally cannot stand this man. And my thing is, I personally can't stand idiots. That's what I can't stand. I personally can't stand a person who has a gripe with somebody and don't do their fucking homework. I can't stand a person who doesn't know how this works. Like, how do you sit here and let a group of corrupt pastors, a group of corrupt Divine Nine, a group of corrupt Jack and Jills and the elites and the boule and the popular dummies and the HBCU graduates and the HBCUers and the PWIs or all them type of people come in and give you the mean girl treatment, and you guys praise the mean girl bitches and the mean girl treatment when they do not know how to be a public servant, and that is what government is. It's just like and I'm going to use this because it's they've done messed it up, but preachers have as well. But it's like a pastor. I mean, it's like a priest. I'm Catholic. A priest, when they get into becoming a priest and they go into the school to become a priest, they are giving up. Not giving up. They're dedicating their life to God. They're dedicating their life for us. They're dedicating our life to, you know what I'm saying? So with the teaching of the accidents and not, and being this, but and same with nuns, right? But some of the nuns be getting freaky, just like some of them priests be getting freaky. But the whole purpose is you're being a public servant. You know what I'm saying? You're dedicated, and you're going around, and you're getting, and you could they get paid, priests get paid, and you're getting housed and all that stuff because you're dedicating your life to God, but to us because you're doing a service with teaching us the word, teaching us God, teaching us the Bible, teaching us what's right, the righteous way when it comes to church. That is the same thing when it comes to the government, when it comes to teaching, being teachers, educators, when it comes to anything that's dedicating your life to people trusting in you and trusting in trusting in your word and trusting in what you can do because you guys stood on this. When a teacher goes to a certain school and they're teaching because they want to teach. I've always wanted to be a teacher. A person who's a law enforcement, a police officer. I've always wanted to be a police officer because I've always wanted to protect people, or I've always had that inkling to make sure that I put others first. When you get into government, you're supposed to be a public servant. I care about laws. I care about legislation. I care about making sure that everybody is getting a fair chance when it comes to anything that they need, services when it comes to government, all of those things. If anybody has an issue, I'm going to do my hardest to make sure that I can take care of that issue. And that's real talk, I feel like 99.9% of an issue that somebody comes to you for, and you are in government, should be fixed.
Yes. Yeah.
How can you not fix? Like, nigga, you got you got the power. You got everything that you need. What do you mean you can't help somebody a person homeless? You can't find a place. What do you mean you can't advocate for them and make sure that the government pays out because they knocked the building down? Like, I mean, they're giving you you got everything, all the tools to make sure that you can stay in there. Like, man, when I went to Alderman Hall, he made sure this and that. You should have went to when this illegal immigration shit happened. You should have been when you have these town halls. You should have went in there and asked all of them. And raise your hand. Okay, we're about to vote. The vote about bringing these illegals here. Now, what do you guys think about it? You understand? You voting for it and then going in there talking about. I remember one time he told me. This was when I first started going down there. when they was putting they was just trying to get them out the field house in Jeanette Taylor's ward. Or was it the field house or the school? It was in something, school or something like that, Taylor ward. And I remember something was brought up about them. I'm like, well, they all over the place. He like, yeah, they was trying to put him in the school in the 6th ward. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was just like, but I'm trying to tell you, they ain't gonna make it in there. That's what he said. They ain't gonna make it in there. Now you doing all that for you to vote for them.
Yeah.
Still be dumped in our neighborhoods.
Get housing and things.
Get housing.
Yeah, because we gotta understand, because we never held our elected officials accountable. We never do. And because they know that, it's no way that your elected official should be doing everything that you don't want them to do. And you don't, man, it's no way that every citizen in that 6th ward shouldn't be down in town at City Hall. It's no way that every citizen in every ward that we in Chicago shouldn't be down at City Hall demanding that they alderman resignation at that day. Because when you no longer represent us, then what are you here for? You're getting paid over $100,000 a year to represent us. So basically we're paying you to go in there and do what we want you to do. That's all the elected official is. So
then you get $300,000 for your personnel.
And then you get what, 1.5 million for your board.
Yeah,
to make sure your constituents get what they want.
The 1.5 million. I'm gonna use Michelle Harris. Michelle Harris been in there since 2005. You get 1.5 million every year.
On top of the 300,000.
On top of 300,000, and then all the money that she's getting from selling off 79th from piece to piece and Cottage Grove from piece to piece. Like I said, she's a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. But just say that she was righteous. You've been getting 1.5 million for 20 years. That's like what?
1.5
about 20, like about 30 million.
Yeah, for 5 years, I guess. I'm not. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking. I'm just rounding, right? But anyway.
Okay.
Why? It shouldn't be.
Yep.
The streets alone should be decent in the 8th ward.
Yep.
Streets alone, and that's with every ward. Bill's ward, he been there for a long time. Been there since 1999. Pat Dow ward, you know what I'm saying? Like Pat Dow ward, decent though. So I'll say Bill ward. Bill ward, he been there for a long time. Emma Mitz can't even get her flooding shit together.
Right.
So I'm just saying to have that type of money.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
And our wars look like that. It's mostly the black community, because they know you're not paying attention. You don't care. You're politically uneducated. You don't care about being educated about that. They know that, and it's mostly in our wards that they know they can steal our money. And if you know, those are the ones that's really rich, who got money, who don't represent us, and they don't have to, because they understand we're not paying attention, we are not holding them accountable, and we're going to come right back and elect these same people back in years after year, 4 years, because they're going to come give us a turkey, give us a Valentine's Day brunch. They know it. And it's sad. It's like, I mean, at some point, when we just going to say, you know what? you're not just gonna keep finessing me. At some point, you just can't be saying, you gotta have some dignity about yourself. You gotta have some self as worth. You know that you are worth more than this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like them fighting, like the black aldermen not fighting for economic resources. They're fighting for, they're gonna take y'all aid. They're gonna take y'all food stamps. You gotta vote. You gotta vote Democrat because they're gonna take your Section 8 and they're gonna take it. Meanwhile, the illegals, they got the option to get the food stamps, cash assistance, housing assistance, and businesses. Just like my man had this scrapping business. Probably a legal scrapping business too. Because that stuff was too professional.
That's what I'm saying. And so
it was too professional for that to be them niggas just in there just stealing.
Yep. So they get them a heads up over you. So they get free everything, and they get a chance to establish a business. And I keep telling y'all, and you can see that you can see it, the manifestation of it, because look in our communities. Who got all the business? The Indians, the Arabs, the Hispanics, all that. That's how it's sad. It's no way. When I go into all these, like when I go on 63rd, right? From Cicero, almost from Cicero, 63rd to, I want to say, Western. Well, a little bit before Western. All you see is Hispanic owned business. They got a grocery store. Everything is in Spanish. They got a law firm. They got the beautician, the barber shops, the eyeglass place, all that. Everything from blocks and blocks and blocks is Hispanic owned. So when you come into 63rd from Pulaski to coastal to California, you know that Hispanics over here. When you go when we go to Chinatown, all the banks, everything is in Chinese. When you go over there to the north side, all you see is white-owned business. When you come over to our community that we don't hold nobody accountable, all you see is foreigners in our business. So you can't tell only way you can tell who live over here because you see all the dirt, you see all the abandoned buildings, you see all the trash and garbage all around. That's how you know you're in the black community, because you see all this and you see J&J Fish and Sharks owned by Arabs, and you see Dunkin' Donuts and gas stations owned by Indians, and you see Koreans owning nail shops and beauty supply. That's how you see an argument in liquor stores.
Yep.
It's sad, and y'all gonna argue with us.
With the worst customer service, gonna talk
and
to
with
us,
the worst
any type of way.
You can't even use their bathroom, but y'all wanna argue with us. That's how messed up.
I just can't do Trump. But you can do that nail shop.
You can do that now. You can do everything in your community that don't have. You don't own anything. I just showed y'all in any Hispanic community, you don't see a black. I don't see no black owned. I don't see no soul food place in there in their community. I don't. I never saw on 63rd. I never seen a soul food place over there. I seen like five Mexican restaurants on one corner. On one block, all kind of corner to each other. I see a bunch of their restaurants and everything. When you come right into our community, you don't say, "Oh, this is a black-owned community," because you see a bunch of black business, soul food place. Maybe they say we love chicken. If we love chicken, how come we should be dominating all the chicken spots and all the stuff like that? How is it that we supposed to love chicken when we let Arabs or we let Indians come over and fry chicken in our community?
Right.
And sell and become.
And the crazy thing with Indians is, because I like Indian food, the crazy thing is not one of them have a Indian restaurant in our community.
Right.
They have Like the majority of them are vegan and vegetarians.
Right.
They don't even eat chicken.
Yeah.
But they're frying chicken.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, it's at this point.
It's dumb. It's
dumb. And I see, you know, when they stopped my mother from doing what she was to do, that's when I realized that it's not that we don't want these businesses. They are making sure that we don't have these businesses.
Right. That's right. How I know, because I tried to get one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How I know, because I know people who tried to get one, like Yurley. We know people who try to get one, and they make sure they make sure that they do. That's what they doing to her. That's what they did to me. Don't give you the tip on, don't give you nothing to build, and make it hard for you to even build. All these permits, all these regulations, and then they tax you. How are you taxing me for operational fees when we not even operational? So how is my taxes a year 50,000 when we not even we don't even, it's not even it's only the walls, ain't nothing built out, no nothing. It's just ridiculous. And I'm so tired of us being this, and it's the black faces like William Hall, like Michelle Harris, that's doing it to you while they're millionaires off your ignorance, off your stupidity. They're being they're getting millions because they know they count you out as being dumb, ignorant, and going for anything. Uneducated, they counted you out. And y'all had the audacity to get mad at us because we're trying to wake you up, because we've been down there and we saw. That's like William Hall said, he been down to the border. He's looked in those the kids' ass. We've been down there and we looked in those people's ass, and they don't care nothing about y'all.
Yeah. And I look at them votes.
And we look at them votes, and they saying skip y'all. We see it now with the Democratic Party doing. They're crashing out for illegal aliens. So if they don't tell y'all nothing, that's in y'all face. I mean, I don't understand. What is it gonna take for y'all just to be totally obliterated? What's my word? What's that?
Obliterated.
Obliterated for y'all, and your kids not to have nothing. I mean, it's going to take for you to come back 3 years later and see a community that you used to live in. Now all illegals got it. I mean, with their businesses, are you going to see a bunch of Venezuelan businesses all in your community? I mean, like, what is it going to take for y'all to just say enough is enough? I'm worth more than this. My kids deserve more than this. Let's get it together, guys. We can't keep going with this. We're gonna show them.
While they down there praising S2 for their grilled lollipop lamb chops.
Oh my God, it's sickening. I mean, I'm just like, it's sad. I mean,
the segment, like I call the segment of the city hall segment of city council when like Stephanie Day Party Coleman get up and the blacks give up. I call that the BET part. And they give out when they shout out, you know, Chicago celebrities and Chicago black this and Chicago black this and Chicago black that and Chicago black this and then Chicago black that and Chicago black this and Chicago black that.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
40 minutes of Chicago black this, black that.
And we just had 18 shootings over here, and this is what they talking about. I'm serious, y'all. They do not have, we go to those safety meetings, they don't talk about nothing about the safety, what's going on. They don't talk about 50 people that got shot, 6 kids dead. You don't hear them bring up nothing. Half of them don't even come to half of your aldermen. Especially your black ones.
I can't wait to see budget season because
they don't even come to those
meetings. The budgets are very important because every department they have to do budget. So they have to go there. They have to talk about. They're going to talk about the itemized list. Like I said last year, I happened to look at public health, and when I looked at public health and the epidemiology itemized for the last 4 years, they've been laundering money through epidemiology.
Right.
$1.8 billion. Okay.
You said 1.8. You said 1.8 what?
$billion. Every year. I mean, it was a 5,000, maybe 100,000 here. Then it started going up to 100 million. Like when COVID hit, 100 million, 200 million, 500 million. Like I'm trying to tell you, $1.8 billion that they laundered in epidemiology, public health. So now they won't be doing too much laundering in there because now people are going to be paying attention. But we're going to discuss this infrastructure money. We're going to talk about this Invest Southwest money. We're going to talk about these money bonds. And we're going to talk about this Department of Development and Planning money that Sierra Boatwright just keep signing off and giving it to people.
You said Sierra what? Because you cut off. You said what?
Sierra Boatwright.
Okay, Sierra.
She's the Department of Planning Commissioner, and she just signing off. She's just signing off tip money. Just any giver, just sign it off.
Yeah, because these people are, we keep telling y'all, these people are strategically put in place. So therefore, this is what it means. Hey,
CTA, then you got the CTA bus situation.
Yeah,
they're trying to get more money, $1.5 billion. Even though let's talk about that red line extension that doesn't make any sense because I'm gonna be real. The red line extension, they switched it because the red line extension was supposed to go through 79th and Halsted. And if they would have put it through 79th and Halsted, that's where our property is. That's what real eminent domain is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my sister, my mom, and my godfather were already ahead of the game. They already knew. But these people were trying to manipulate, maneuver, dodge, try to make it seem like my mother don't know what she's talking about, my godfather don't know what he's talking about. So they would always try to switch things and stuff like that, like how they done fucked up with this situation because you got demolition permits that aren't the right dates. You understand? They got dates all wrong when it comes to everything. That's why they committed insurance fraud, all this stuff because they have, instead of just paying my mom out because it was their mistake, they have tried to finesse, maneuver, just commit fraud. They keep committing fraud, keep committing fraud to the point now that they sick. They sick. And that's but they also have an attitude and mad because I'm calling out the bullshit.
Because you're not letting them because you refuse to be in a situation where and let's just say I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment with 5 kids or 3 kids because y'all have stole my money, because I refuse to let you all use me and take my money or take my house or take whatever belongs to me that I work hard for, because I said, no, I'm not going to let y'all do that. And you all supposed to work for me. So I'm paying you all to take from me, to make sure I don't have any. I'm paying you to oppress me. I'm paying you to make sure that I don't have anything. I'm paying you to do that. Come on. And now when you say, no, enough is enough, who you think you are? Do you believe like me? You know better than me. Your kids are no better than my kids. I don't know who you think you are. And when you rise up and go against them, then you got a problem. Now they mad at you because you not going for the BS.
And it's 20 black aldermen down there. The older aldermen down there know exactly the real story and the real deal with my situation. They know exactly because they were there when it happened. They were there when they know the hitters. They know Marlene Hopkins. They know the whole thing. But the fact is, 20 black aldermen and a do nothing black caucus to this day, they have stood with me and given me a press conference.
Yeah. Yeah. They sure have it. Sure
And they
have it.
can't.
Yup.
Because they do the same exact shit.
Mm-hmm. But they definitely getting them illegal aliens
Yeah.
press conference. They show standing up with them when those, yes, they show standing up with them.
Yep.
It's sickening. It's
It's sick.
sickening.
It's sick. It's sad. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. This was divine timing. Like I told you earlier, like we didn't meet on no mistake.
Yeah.
And that's just and with the core group, our core group. We didn't meet by mistake. So I feel like this is our path. This is what we're supposed to do. And
we had the power, people.
and we
We
have
had
the
the
power.
power
And
to change
it was necessary.
things.
And
Yes.
do not be afraid, y'all. Like, write y'all congressperson, write y'all senator, write your alderman. Don't be afraid to come down to City Hall or Cook County board meetings or anything like that. Express your frustration, because at the end of the day, these people work for you.
Mm-hmm.
These people work for you, and they need y'all vote. Our vote is everything. Our
They
vote
need
is
your vote.
everything.
They need your, what's gonna happen is and close, y'all gotta understand, come time closer to election, or you gonna see them out here cleaning like William Hall, out here cleaning up. Maybe William Hall gonna have his hard hat on with his garbage bin. You're gonna see him out there cleaning up. You're gonna see it, y'all. It's the same playbook every other election time. At the midterms, it's the same thing in the election time. They come out and they pander to you. You're going to see them out there with their hard hats for a photo op. You're going to see him cleaning up like he did. You're going to see him out there talking about going to
doing another buy black. And
you're
don't
going to
get
see
me
him.
wrong. I liked what he did. It's just a little bit too late.
It's too late. And you got to add, whatever it is, you got everybody in your ward. You can't just say, okay, bad black, and then it's just black people. Now it's probably people up there in your ward who you can, everybody, all the money is good money to circulate within your ward. We got to get out of there too. It's like, yeah, William Hall, you see when they do that gas, and that's what pissed me off, like Brennan Johnson doing. You gotta watch that, because you gotta say, why are they doing that? It's to pander to you because they have nothing for you. You want tangibles. You don't want this guy.
And you're absolutely right. I want to say this. I am super pro-black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super proud that I'm black. I'm grateful for the skin that I'm in. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my father. I'm grateful for all that. I'm grateful for that. So I was born in 1986.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born in Guilderland, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Guilderland, New York is a predominantly white suburb. I also was raised in suburbs, so I have white friends. I played AAU with a lot of white people. I probably was the only black in some of my classes growing up. So saying that to say, I have white friends.
Mm-hmm.
I also can adapt to a lot of culture.
Mm-hmm.
About different cultures. We have Black History Month. Black History Month, we can't even celebrate fucking Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with Black History Month. Buy black for 28 days. Y'all can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all will turn up for Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will turn up for St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will turn up for Mexican Parade Day. Y'all will turn up for Pride Month. Y'all will turn up. Y'all barely celebrate Juneteenth. but we have a whole month, and y'all can't even get that together to start circulating the dollar back into our community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you need to start at.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole Black History Plan book that I was putting together when I was fighting this, because I was just like, you know, just putting stuff together, because I'm like, ain't no way in the world, like, we ain't our communities look like this. Like, we can make money just off of, we can start with our month. Like, we got a whole month. We can just, like, we can make this a big thing, a whole nation, like, it's national. You understand? Like, we got a month, a fucking month, and y'all can't even fucking do what you need to do with the fucking month.
Mm-hmm. Pride, make sure they get their money and make sure they do what they got to do for that whole month.
But y'all have the nerve to boycott Target?
Yeah, that's correct. That's why I keep saying y'all were all messed up.
Yeah.
And then because
all messed up. So yeah, so when it comes to cultures, like,
and when they give y'all a black, we just saw, me and Zoe was saying the same things, where we saw I think it was University of Chicago. Remember they had that black stuff in that park thing?
Yeah. And the only reason why, it was Black Festival or something like that. Empty.
Yeah.
Empty as hell, but the University of Chicago let them put it on, you know, on their campus or whatever. But the only reason why they do that is because while they give you little stuff like that, they University of Chicago taking all the Woodlawn, taking all the Inglewood, taking all the Hyde Park. So I mean, does it really matter that they gave you a little space to do your little Black festival? Does it really matter?
That's what I'm saying, guys. That's my point. My point is that y'all got to be vigilant. I don't get this black this and black that. See, I don't care nothing about that. Cause see, I'm always looking, what's your motive behind this? Because if it ain't nothing that's gonna really help what's going on in our community, then what are you doing? Because like she said, while they giving you, oh, you got Black Fest where ain't nobody there, they taking all your land. They taking all your land. You know what I'm saying? They getting something on the back end that's killing you. So y'all, we gotta be, so y'all so in the Democratic Party got y'all so into this black this and everybody black that. It's the black this, it's the black that. All while you see the Democratic Party gave y'all black everything and haven't benefited black in no way at all.
Our communities are an example. Like, they haven't even talked. Yeah, and my thing is, these non-for-profits, like he kept saying in the beginning, all the things he kept talking about, the non-profits. He get a non-profit because they got they friends who got these non-profits, and they can help put this money in there, right? And then they'll give them back whatever. But whatever the mission is for the non-profit never works. Because it never works, because it never gets fully funded, because y'all got CEO making $500,000 first year. The first year nonprofit supposed to be for teen violence prevention. The executive director making $500,000. How much was the grant? 1.1 million. Oh, so the executive director making $500,000. First of all, when you do any non-for-profit, some non-for-profits you might not be getting paid.
Supposedly, that's where
it's non-for-profit. It's not for-profit, nigga.
Yes, that's what it's supposed to be exactly. How you a millionaire from non-profit organization?
Yeah, non-profit, and you a whole multi-millionaire first year. Because all the grant money that you got went into you, and we see it time and time. I've done videos of I've done videos and interviews. Not interviews, but I've done videos and shows when it comes to a lot of these people that are in government or retired police officers or stuff like that, getting their nonprofits together, stealing all the money. Y'all steal all the money that you get.
Yeah,
the person who was supposed to be, or who had Regal for a minute and lost that. So she using the funds. She misappropriating funds. That's all y'all do. The Democratic Party is the misappropriation fund game. That's all they do.
On the umbrella of black. I'm going to the black. Look, the black this. I got the blackest administration. It's the black people. We got the black business and all the black business.
Better, stronger, safer Chicago.
And all the black businesses, they friends.
All their friends.
All the black businesses that's getting the neighborhood opportunity grant, are they friends? I mean, come on, y'all. At some point,
same business, same restaurant, same business people.
They friends.
All there. Like these the only people that know how to cook this nasty ass food. Because half that food be nasty, but because they got a BBL and they went to school with this and that person,
or they went to
Kenwood or Hyde Park, high school
fraternity.
picnic. Or they did this, did that, or they took a picture. They took a couple of pictures with some football players, or Lala Anthony when she came here. Then all of a sudden, this influencer gets everything.
Yeah, y'all. It's like at some point, it gotta be we the people. We have to say,
it gotta be real people. Y'all turn politics into love and hip hop. Housewives of Atlanta.
And I'm so tired.
Mixed with Snap and First 48.
Yeah. And I'm so tired of people just not seeing the game. I mean, after 60 years,
they see the game. They see it.
You think so? It's like
they see the game. I think the problem was you have, again, that's why I said I was born in 1986. So 1986, what they want me to visualize in the 60s, in the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, beforehand, I can visualize that, but wasn't my life. I'm born in 1986. I'm an 80s baby, right? Do I know my history? Yes. Is there certain things from my history that I'm going to take with me and pass it on down to my children, my friends, my godkid, whatever? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit here and say that white supremacy is stopping me from getting what I need when I know for sure who fucked me over.
Right.
And it was not white supremacy. It was these niggas.
Right.
Yeah. Now, is there racism still? Absolutely. And when I get to race, when I get there, then I'm gonna call it out. Just like I'm gonna call out hypocrisy. That's when I'm gonna call out niggas. I'm gonna call out the bullshit. And racism is bullshit. If you in 2025, you still racist, it's something fucking wrong with you. Understand? But you know what I'm saying? If you hiding behind a keyboard, calling me niggers and stuff because you a bitch, then that's on you. I don't care. I can block you and keep it going. But you are an idiot in 2025, still pushing this, still trying to push this racist stuff. The issue is black people are not getting in government and we're not voting. That's it. We're not getting in government and we're not voting. We can vote anybody we want in. We can vote anybody we want in. That is our issue. We do not do that. I'm tired of, or I have some black people who has given up on America, that hates America. So they're out there looking at the foreign the foreign news, which I'm not saying don't look at it, because I think we should be very well versed and see everything that's going on. That's definitely true. However, I'm not going to stop my mission, fighting for my citizens, fighting for America, because y'all hate America. Because y'all feel like, or y'all are against capitalism. Okay, y'all are against capitalism. But I don't understand how y'all are against capitalism when y'all are pushing for foreigners to come over here for a better life. When they come over here, they surpass us.
Right.
They surpass us every time and send money back to their community, back to their broken countries. They done capitalize off the very same system that we built, our ancestors built. Okay, they capitalize off of that, but I'm supposed to have grace and dignity and understand that they're coming over here for a better life.
When they come over here,
but I can't get that same life.
Or when you try to get that same life, if they're not a capitalist, they're mad at you, because that's what America is, right? So they hate America, and they advocate for foreigners, they advocate for all of these foreign countries, yet and still, when these foreigners come over here, if that's the case, why are they capitalists? Because how you know they capitalists is they come over here, they get all the money from us, because we patronize them, and they don't give nothing back. So that means the same people you advocating for, the same America you hate because they're capitalists, because you are socialist or you are communist, the same people that you're advocating for, those are the people who are into capitalism, because they don't give back to you. They give it to their country, and they look at you, and they move and go live in a community that's not around you, and they don't give nothing back. They don't even give book bag drives back to the community. They don't give back to they don't get money back and to say, hey, look at all these sharks. All these sharks, all these J&Js in our community, all these super subs,
wing
stops, all these foreigners. Now, a lot of those foreigners got 3, 4, and 5, Dunkin' Donuts, all of them. They got 3, 4, and 5 that are making big money. Capitalists. Sending it all back over there. They living somewhere and they reveal big nice house and all that. And won't even, in the community they service, won't even give a back, back every 6 months, get a give back to the community drive, or give back to the community. They don't even want you using their bathroom, let alone
sponsor a block. Sponsor a block that you making millions off of.
Yeah, they don't even do that. And y'all mad. And these idiots who live in America, mad at America because we are we're capitalists, and they're mad at us because foreigners who advocate for communists come over here, make all the money, and take it back to their home. Why they not just making all the money and giving it away? Since they communists and socialists, why won't they just do that? All the money they make, they should just give it to the community.
Right.
That's how dumb we are. We will advocate for a foreigner to come and to achieve.
Because we really hate each other. We are our own worst enemy.
We will advocate for a foreigner to come over here and to live and achieve the American dream, all while we're not getting half of the American dream, but we're okay with that. That's how crazy we are. It's sick.
And I feel like, as a capitalist, a proud capitalist, I feel like I've always been about creating my own lane.
Right.
And the reason why I've always felt like creating my own lane is because I am for profit, but I'm for people. And in order to help my people, in order to help people in general, because I'm not a person that's, you know, if a child, I don't care what color they are. You understand? Like if a child needs any type of thing, you know, any type of stuff, I'm gonna make sure they're fine. Same with seniors. You understand? Like, however, in order to do this, you need money.
You need money.
You need money. So I have to build my system so I can make sure I have money so I can take care of people who need it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people get that or understand that. Like, why would I not want to build my business and make sure that I pay people decent salaries? Because that's another thing I hate seeing too, right? Somebody they posted a picture of the owner of Waffle House, right? And they were saying that the guy who owns Waffle House makes, I don't know, $2 million a year or something like that. But or maybe it was like 30 million, something like that. But the average person who works at Waffle House makes $15 an hour, right? So my thing is this: go make your own Waffle House, right?
Right.
Go make your own Waffle House and then pay them people the salary that you feel like you should.
That's right.
Because if I make my own business, right, and I want to pay my people, I don't know, $40 an hour, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that because this is my business and this is what I chose to do. If $15, if Waffle House feel like I only want to pay these people $15, they can do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How are you going to try to tell somebody what they can pay?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that people get, like, how dare you like, that's the problem with, that's just like this situation with this LGBTQ weird shit. How you gonna tell somebody that you identify you're a trans? Like, I've seen this thing earlier today on TikTok. He says, I'm a trans man, but I identify as a lesbian.
Oh God.
You mentally ill.
Yeah.
And I don't have to, and I'm not normalized.
Right.
Take your ass to the nearest hospital and see if you can get you get you checked in, and then give you some psychiatric services, because you are dealing with some shit that at the end of the day we don't have to be a part of.
Yeah.
The majority don't have to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I just feel like the whole reason America is a country, and we are free to do a lot of shit that we want to do, that as long as it's in the Constitution, as long as you're not violating any laws, and you are respecting people's boundaries and opinions. Everybody has a right to an opinion. Everything is not a phobia.
Yeah.
You understand? You're not going to sit here and try to bully people or try to change the way people are supposed to think because you've been bullied your whole entire life. Because that's a lot of things. That's a lot of issues too with a lot of these LGBTQ rejects and these people these Unabombers and all this stuff. These niggas are sociopaths, okay, and sociopaths, and they don't know how to have like real life conversations and disagreements and stuff like that. So when pronoun fighters and all that type of shit, like all it should. It's not. It should be somewhere else. It should be in another planet. But since we have to fight that on top of fighting for property taxes to be down and stuff like that, that shit is fantasy. That shit right there is fantasy. And nobody's and I don't have to be a part of your fantasy that you got.
That's right. That's right. That's why we dealing with real life. Nobody care about none of that. Gay, straight, trans, whatever. We all care about our bills. We all care about safety. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be talking about the stuff that matters for real. Well, what's really
free Palestine, free these bills,
free these bills, free these bills, free these look. Free the stress off American citizens, Chicago citizens. Free these bills.
Yeah,
free these property taxes.
Free these red camera tickets.
Yeah, free these property taxes. Come on, y'all want to free something, or if you don't like it, go to Palestine. Why you not? Why you not?
Because that's and I'm gonna be and there may be people that's gonna not talk to me after this. And that's cool. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose no sleep. They offer both. I don't even fuck with Biden, but both administrations have offered these people to come over.
They have,
and just like Ukraine was offered to come over here, and they came over here with sponsors and all that. Biden made sure that they have asked. They do not want to leave their land because they feel like if they leave their land, they lost the war, and that Israel is going to take it over. And that's just what it is. The real people that are welcome to come. That that is a country that should be seeking asylum. Right?
Yeah.
And I think that anybody would understand that the Palestinians need to come over here. You know what I'm saying? But the Palestinians do not want to come over here.
Right.
They don't want to come over here. And I get it. They're saying that, and I hear, Marjorie Green Taylor and everybody else saying that we need to stop giving money to Israel when it comes to the
war
and the stuff. And yeah, they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. We shouldn't give money to the war or anything like that. But I can't do anything about that.
Right. We can't do nothing about that.
We can't do anything about that. We can't do anything about that. And y'all ain't ready to protest when it comes to that. Y'all ain't ready to stop y'all dollar from
y'all not ready to stop paying taxes. Y'all not ready to stop paying taxes.
Ready to stop paying taxes or anything like that. So at the end of the day, to sit and argue over and over about something that we cannot
do nothing about is stupid.
It's crazy, especially when they have offered those people to come seek asylum.
And they don't want it.
Also, we have the third Palestine in Chicago. They have the largest Palestinian group of people. They're here. The girl who owns her and her dude own S2 Grill. Susu's Palestinian. She from over there, all that stuff. There's a lot of Palestinians that they say free Palestine, they see all that stuff, they do some stuff over there. But y'all have a whole bunch of y'all. There's a lot of y'all. Do what y'all got. Y'all ain't leaving either because y'all getting money. Y'all getting money over here. Y'all been getting money over here. Y'all rich as hell. Money. This is a war that's been fighting. They've been fighting this since the Bible. They're gonna be fighting this shit when we gone. I'm not gonna sit and try to wrap my mind around this medieval war, BC, AC, before Christ, after Christ, war that they've been doing for the longest.
Well, we have our own genocide.
When I'm over here fighting for my own land and can't
well, we got a whole genocide happening in Chicago.
Yeah, whole genocide happening.
Something that we can do something about.
Even though he's saying crime is down, it's not. But
yeah, something we can do something about. Now you can
we literally
can do something about this.
Here. We can't save no other country unless we save ourselves.
Right. You can actively make a difference here, and you better go and fight with something that you can't make no difference over there, but you can make a difference where you live at, and you say, skip where I live at. I'm gonna go fight for that. For what? That's how messed up.
Like they got mad at Beyonce for wearing the American flag. Talking about something. She still hasn't said free Palestine. Neither has DJ Khaled, and that's his people's.
Right. Why he
DJ Khaled hasn't said free Palestine. DJ Khaled hasn't posted I don't even know, this nigga don't even identify as a Palestinian.
Yeah, why he haven't been an advocate for them? Why he haven't been an ambassador for them?
Why does Beyonce from Houston, Texas,
who's American,
gotta rep Palestine, but DJ Khaled don't have to.
And he's making a whole lot of money here in America.
We the best.
Yeah, I'm tired of these people just being stupid. At some point, common sense.
Some people that want to be mad and will always be mad and always gonna find something to be mad about ain't never gonna get in and fix shit. Just gonna be complaining on the sideline the whole time. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just go to Palestine, please. Please go over there.
Any other country that y'all want to vouch for, that broken ass country, go over there and do what y'all need to do over there while we fix our country over here.
While we fix where we live at, where our kids got to live, where our kids got to be walking down the street, where our kids have to make a living. We'll stick to that. We're gonna fix that. Y'all go and fix Venezuela, since y'all want to fight so hard for Venezuela. Go over to Venezuela and help them fix that.
The crazy thing about Venezuela right now, they say it's the crime has been the lowest. Why? Because they're all over here.
They over here. They're so low. They said Venezuela is the safest place now. Everybody in Venezuela don't want them to come back here. See, they living so nice now. They don't even want. That's why the Venezuelan president ain't letting them come back. The crime is down. Everything is good. So why would they're not even accepting the Venezuelans that they sent here?
Why would we have the Venezuelan disciples?
Right. When we got MS-13 and Trinidad, why would we bring them back to our country when crime is down, we the safest now? Because we just sent them all to America, and y'all was stupid enough to Biden took them, and y'all dumb enough, Chicagoans and everybody else dumb enough to be fighting for them to stay here. This is like I keep saying, y'all, if this ain't the dumbest thing, this is not even common sense. I mean, you don't even have to have a whole functional brain cell. You can have half of a functional brain cell to see this. To even say this don't make no sense. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, you don't even have to be that smart to see this is not making sense. Like, you can say it's okay for you to say.
It's honestly, we're dealing with people that rather hurt themselves.
Yes.
They personally don't like this man because they say that he's a billionaire and he's helping out his billionaire friends. So my thing is, okay, so when the Democrats get in, and who they be helping out their billionaire friends, because y'all be acting like the only billionaires is white men on the Republican Party side.
No, like,
it's hella billionaires on the Democratic side now.
They all became billionaires off your tax dollars. They never had a job.
Not entrepreneurs, not business owners, not CEOs, not inheriting money from our car. This is all from y'all inside trading.
And the thing is, this is how y'all got to understand. If the Democratic Party say Trump tax cuts is only going to benefit the rich and the wealthy, they are the rich and the wealthy, y'all. So come on, the Democratic Party is the rich and the wealthy. So that means his tax cut will benefit them too. Right. So because they are the rich and wealthy. The reason why they doing so much crap, see, this is what y'all got to understand. This is why like critical thinking, y'all, it's not that hard. Okay, you telling me that Trump tax, the big beautiful bill and his tax cut only is benefiting the rich. Okay, let's think. Okay, y'all are the rich, Democrat Party, all y'all millionaires. Okay, so y'all the ones benefiting from that. So why are y'all really fighting him? Either y'all fighting that's what's not in y'all best interest, or y'all lying to me.
Because he killed the American version of socialism.
Yeah, because it's helping the middle class, and they killed
the middle class.
They tried to obliterate the middle class because they're into classism. So it's with them, it's rich and poor. They destroyed us. I was a middle class, so they destroyed the middle class. The Democratic Party destroyed the middle class. They did that on purpose. So now, if that's true, then you shouldn't have a problem because everything his tax cut, and we know y'all millionaires love to keep to get that tax break. So we know. So why are y'all really complaining? Y'all complaining because what it is helping the middle class. And now when you get a bunch of middle class people who don't need you, who don't want to be on government assistance, then what happens is most of those people start voting Republican because they not for this, because they want to have something. They don't want this. They don't want to be poor. They don't want to be on Section 8 and welfare. And they know that. They know that's why they try to keep you poor, because they understand the middle class, once you start getting a certain tax bracket, you're not voting for Democrat no more because their policies don't benefit you. And they understand that. Their thing is to keep you poor and depending on them because they need a bunch of slaves to stay in power. Because most people who start having something and want to have something and leave something for their kids and want to start having wealth that they can store for their kids, don't vote Democrat. Because the Democratic policies are not they don't have these tax breaks that'll help you and your family. They are not for the middle class. They don't have those type of incentives. They not for taking away all those regulations. That's why all those business owners are leaving and going to red states, because they understand business and small businesses, and they understand that the small businesses are the heart of the economy. So if we keep our business owners safe, if we keep the taxes low, if we keep the regulations low, then we're going to always have small businesses that's going to stimulate our economy. Therefore, better schools, crime. That's what they know.
And black businesses, y'all have, like, these prices, y'all have lost y'all fucking minds. Y'all have literally lost your minds. Like, y'all are going to continue to go out of business. I don't want to hear that, y'all still talking about COVID prices. Like, y'all need to put y'all prices down. And if you're not going to put y'all prices down, your places are going to remain empty and you're going to eventually go out of business. And it's not Trump's fault. It's not the economy's fault. Y'all literally are, y'all doubling prices that you can go to, honestly, a fine dining, a regular restaurant, and they're not. It ain't even nowhere. And on top of y'all crazy with this, y'all added gratuity when y'all have terrible fucking service. Like, that's real shit. Like, y'all, like that some of the shit gotta stop. Like, I'm in Minnesota. I've been in Minnesota since Saturday. My mother's at Mayo Clinic. I've had the best customer service, like, everywhere. 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 Like, damn, I forgot this is still a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that's like, it's like, yeah, like we have to change these that, and the reason I'm saying that is because small businesses are the heart. And we can continue to keep small businesses and keep our restaurants and us, but y'all killing us. Y'all killing yourselves because
Yeah.
I'll go to Longhorn. I stand by Longhorn. I stand by Longhorn, and I will continue to stand by Longhorn and Outback because they are normal prices. Matter of fact, I'll take Longhorn over STK any day, but that's just my personal preference when it comes to that. But yeah, y'all killing us. Y'all killing us, and y'all killing yourselves. I've seen, and I'm saying that too because Atlanta lost a lot of black businesses. A lot of black restaurants, they have closed up. When I went there a month ago, it was kind of like, damn. Like they ain't got no business. They ain't got no black restaurants, and they had a lot of black restaurants. A lot of them closed up because y'all got COVID prices.
Yeah, it's too. It's like when first, yeah, and first of all, the like she was saying, the customer service is terrible. You know, it's like we have to. Some people can deal with. They even deal with paying a little extra if the customer service is just phenomenal. They'll be like, you know what, I that's cool. Some people will sacrifice that because it makes up with the customer service. That I remember, though, you said you was like the girl. She was slow or whatever, but she was so nice, and she was so nice. You know, it made me okay with it. So people can deal with that, but when the high prices and your customer service is garbage, man, please.
Because you know you get 18%.
Right. Because you know you're getting 18%. You have to be real nice and stuff. Yeah, that's terrible. We experienced that.
And I get on both sides because I know people who do not tip, and that's crazy to me because why the fuck is you outside? So I get it. I get on both sides because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of us that do not tip. I mean, and be like, I don't feel like, why do I got to tip? Why the fuck is you sitting down here?
Mm-hmm.
You can sit this to go, baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you know it go both ways. So I'm just saying, the etiquette, there needs to be etiquette on all time. Like we really need one big etiquette course when it comes to a lot of things, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not. I know there's certain things that I need. I said I'm gonna go I'm gonna go take a speech class.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go learn bigger words.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
Yeah.
You understand? I gotta read. I've been reading more than I've ever read in my life. So I have to refresh a lot of things because I have not been doing the longest. You understand?
That's like you said.
When it came to this stuff. So I definitely know that I need English etiquette, political etiquette, certain things. I have no shame in saying that because I know I do. However, I'm not dumb.
Right, and I'm not gonna let nobody.
Smart.
Yeah, you are. Like me, that's why I always had a problem with pronouncing my speech problem with pronouncing words. And like the problem was they didn't have that for kids. That for us, we didn't have that where you can go and get when they see that you have a speech problem or something when you younger and you go get help for that when you young and stuff. So I didn't have that. So certain words, it's hard. I got to slow down, pronounce every syllable and keep saying it over and over and over and over, concentrate on it to get it. Certain words, it's hard for me to pronounce, but that's not going to stop me from, like you said, so doing what needs to be done. No.
Yeah. Like, I didn't, this is not when I said when I want to grow, when I was young, I wanted to play professional basketball and I wanted to write my own sitcom. That was my life. That's what I wanted to do. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I've always been funny and I always could play ball. So those were my two things that I wanted to do in life. Great. So but now that I'm here, like the other day I was reading up stuff, kept saying sometimes I read faster than before the words get there. You know, I already see because I'm already looking at it, and I could not say eligibility. I was like, what the fuck?
He was.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, y'all know that y'all get that word. And I saw some people like smirking, and I'm like, bitch, I know y'all not smirking when y'all done stole $300 million fucking dollars
Right.
down here.
Right.
Okay? Because you're not even eligible to be a motherfucking politician, but you're here.
Yep.
Yeah, like Champ said, educated enough to get my point across. Right.
Yep.
Right. That's it right there. Yeah. So that's just what it is. And it is what it is. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Yeah, common sense.
And you see
and
right now.
And are you for the people? And are you for the
Yep.
people? And my thing is, I know my privilege. I know my privilege. I know who I am. I know what I've been, and I know what I can be. I don't regret none of my past. I don't regret none of anything that I've done. There's nothing that anybody can bring up about me and embarrass me.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
true.
care. I don't care. Let's talk about the last 3 years when I had to mature. And that's all I always said. I said, if you're gonna give me some stuff that I did back in the day, I didn't give a fuck about myself, so I know I didn't give a fuck about you. So yeah,
right.
So there's nothing that you can tell me. Remember when you said, "Okay, bitch," that was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm talking about right now.
What you doing right now? You a bank robber right now. You a thief right now. See, my thing is this. Okay, I can be taught, like you said. I can go to speech therapy, a speech class, take political science, whatever. I can learn that. But can you learn integrity? Can you learn not to steal? Can you learn to have morals? Can you learn? Now you can't learn that. See, that's what you don't have. Can you learn to have common sense? See, I can go learn those things that you laughing at
Can
me
you
about.
learn from your mistakes? Do you understand accountability? Can you admit when you're wrong?
Wrong. Do you have integrity? See, you can't learn that. That has to be within you. So you can go to a teacher, they teach you that. So I can care less really about the things I can learn, because can you learn to be an upright person, to be a great steward over other people's money? No, you can't. So get out of my face, thief, bank robber, murderer, all of that. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that.
Dick Gregory says, one of the most important things in life is being lovable. And if you can't be lovable, then you shouldn't be, and you shouldn't be any type of job, or even if it's not job, volunteering or anything like that when it comes to service. Because when you are doing a service, you have to be humble. There's no way that you're providing any type of service, or you're being a servant and you're not humble.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, that's it.
Servant, being a public servant and arrogant don't even go together.
Yeah. So I said, can you learn to be to not be a, can you learn how to have morals? No, you can't learn that. That has to be within you. So you can go on about your business. That's why I would be like, never, like you said, couldn't nobody ever shame without me, because actually I already talked about it, or put it, did that. But the most importantly, the lessons, like you said, the lessons that was learned from those incidents or those mistakes, it's valuable. All those needed to happen for you to see this person in front of you right now. All those lessons had to be had for you to be the person who you are right now. So all of those
Malcolm
things.
X, my man Malcolm X. Who would have ever thought?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that this is my calling, and I'm proud to have called. I'm proud to have answered, and that's just what it is. But the most important thing is there's no moderation anymore in America. There's no moderation anymore in schools. There's no moderation when it comes to anything. The churches are going to continue to die out. And the reason why the churches are going to continue to die out is because we forgot about our elders. And we put our elders in these jails. And these jails are these nursing homes. So that's why we don't have Sunday dinners anymore. That's why we don't have family gatherings anymore, because the matriarch is in fucking nursing homes. And that is a problem because a lot of people have these family issues with their family, which I get it. I'm not going to sit here and say that, there's some people that, I just can't, me and my mom don't get along, or me and my father don't get along, so I got to put them in there and stuff like that. But that's what's fucking up our family dynamic. Yep. I would never, me and my mother, I love my mother to death, you understand? And me and my mother have had some times. We've had some times. But I never put my mother in no motherfucking nursing home. Mm-hmm. So that's just what it is. But everybody say everybody. But the churches are dying out, and like I said, it's a pro and a con. The con is that they're in nursing homes, and people are in nursing homes. But the pro is that they can't be indoctrinated with this political bullshit that kept this Democratic Party going too. Because they were a big issue too. The Democratic Party come in there and bring them a fucking envelope. Next thing you know, this is the one, man. This is the one. Yeah. Here who it comes. Joe Biden, bitch ass.
Yeah, they were a big part. They always have played a big part.
Yeah.
And keeping black people voting for the Democrat Party.
Yeah, for the Democratic Party. Whole time that church is not connected to no affordable housing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand churches that don't have means. I feel like every church should have a building connected to them for housing.
Mm-hmm. For the people.
The homeless rate doesn't make any sense in America.
With all these churches and these big churches, it's no way that it's no way. But see,
no way.
Why the pastors be $1 million homes and $1 million cars?
Yeah, multiple $1 million cars.
Yeah.
First family got everything.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why your church members
and people are idolizing over these people.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. Jamal Bryant, perfect example.
Yes, with his shawl on,
with his Gucci
and his gay assistant. They all got a gay assistant.
Yeah, his Gucci shawl and his gay assistant. Yeah.
That's what's required today, this day and age.
Be a pastor.
Yeah, to be a pastor, you have to have a gay assistant. You have a wife too. You understand? She's over there on the side, but your gay assistant is standing right next to you.
And you got to be anti-God, because you can't have God. God is nowhere around.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure that's happening.
Right. And you have to have like a book that talks about that we're still oppressed.
Yeah, you gotta say that.
In 2025, at 39 years old, I'm oppressed.
Mm-hmm. All while the pastor, how am I oppressed and you not?
Yeah. Because God wants us that way, baby.
Yeah.
Because God that way, baby.
Yeah. How is it that you are worth millions and you are not oppressed, but I'm somehow oppressed? How is that? How does that happen? Can you tell me?
Please see the exit. She's no longer welcome.
Can you tell me?
Welcome to sermon.
How did you do it? How did you get on the unoppressed. How did that happen for you? Can you please give me that secret, Pastor?
Yes, open up your own church.
Right. and lie
And
to the
lie.
people.
Just lie all day. Lie all day, and then hook up with a crooked ass politician.
Yes, they're gonna pay you to lie to the people.
Yes. And then when it's time to
That's
when the politician it's time to bring him in somewhere to do a business deal, here comes
Brandon Johnson.
a reverend this, reverend that, deacon this, deacon that, and
Yeah.
then let's bow our heads. All right now, and
And
then they
Pastor,
pass you that brown envelope.
right, Pastor, the plate. What's that? The paying what they call that? So when what's the thing they pass around
Pass the plate, the
yeah,
collection offering, the
yeah,
collection.
yeah.
Yeah, just like him. Corrupt preacher kid, Brandon Johnson, people, but it was a whole bunch of pastors.
William Hall.
I gotta find them. I gotta find them pictures. I gotta get the pictures. But it was a whole bunch of crooked pastors at Pearl's place, and they were like behind. They were like behind this little thing, but there's a whole bunch of. They probably was in there trying to figure out how Kamala Harris was going to get in there.
Yeah.
But it ended up, I think the thing ended up falling or something like that. But anyway, everybody saw the preachers, and he was in there. William Hall. He was on the phone or whatever, and the person who was taking the picture, he like, don't be taking no pictures of me. Now, Pastor Hall, after you just came out of your New Jack City meeting with all the other pastors,
right,
at Pearl's place, eating $40 ham hocks. You don't want nobody to take no picture of you when you are not only a pastor, but you're also a politician,
right.
a public figure. I'm gonna take a picture of you if I want to.
Right. If I want to.
Right. All right. Any last questions? Any sayings? You have anything to say? Last words?
Oh, now guys, all I just want you all to just understand is the environment that these people put you in that you pay, that supposedly work for you, the environment these people put you in and expect you to live in and your kids, they would never, ever put put their family, their kids, their wives, or in the same environment. So so you got to always understand that if you don't look out for your family, if you don't think your family is worth it, if you don't think enough about yourself to say, hey, you know what, I deserve better than this, and I'm not going to take this. If you don't think you deserve it, then they're going to keep treating you just like that. So you deserve better. Your family deserves better. And these people are no better than you. These people, actually, they worse than you because their more compass is Satan. They're demons. So they're no better than you, and you deserve better. So and you have the power to put people in office that's going to represent you. And if they don't, you have the power to hold these people accountable and get them out of office. So always understand, never give your power away to people who are William Hall or Brandon Johnson or Prisker. Never give your power away. These people don't represent you, so you got the power to make a difference. So please look at policies. That's all I'm asking.
Yep. Because these are social media politicians. These are social media influencers. These are, these niggas still think that they are in college and doing college shit and make college mistakes and high school mistakes. And majority of these people in here, they getting slutted out. And been passed around like they've been passed around high school and college and stuff like that. Now they're just middle age and older, all sleep with each other's people, and then we'll sit and have a dinner together and all this. This is what we're dealing with. Dealing with a whole bunch of drama that don't have nothing to do with us, but our tax dollars is paying for it, and enough is enough. At the end of the day, do what you know. At the end of the day, you grown. I'm not gonna sit here and say you don't. Everybody human. Everybody do what you do. But when it comes to business, and when it comes to government, and when it comes to this city, you are not going to continue to fuck this shit up because y'all have no idea how to govern. And that's just what it is. And y'all do not know how to run a business because y'all don't have no businesses. And y'all parents haven't taught y'all shit either. And when I told my mother earlier today, I was talking to somebody else, the Jesse Jacksons, the Maxine Waters, the Al Sharptons, the Kwame Fusi, whatever the dude's name is, the old one, all these old politicians, all these old pastors, and all that stuff. Now they got kids and grandkids and great grandkids that are checking in to go, and I refuse to let this cycle continue. So I'm going to cut off the baby coons now, the baby sellouts now, all that shit. Go sit the fuck down because your parents and your grandparents have set us back for long enough, and we're not going to continue to be set back. And we're not, and I'm going, and I don't care what amazing things that you think that these people told you about your parents. They are some shits. And I'm going to tell you how you know they some shit, because look at our communities. We the only community in 2025 our shit look like this. Ain't nobody, everybody else, people here from a foreign fucking country, Chinatowns, fucking all that shit look better than us. Come on. How Chinatowns, little Mexicos, little Indias, little Venezuelans, little even where the Africans are and all that stuff. Everybody got their shit together, but for some reason, Black Americans in blue cities, communities just can't get it together. We the only ones that's just remedial when it comes to fixing up our fucking communities. And we got in the Democratic Party is the Black Party. That's the Black Party. That's the Black Party because who had majority of the voting block is Black. Majority of the people in government are Black, are Democrats. That is the Black Party. The Congressional Black Caucus, right? The Congressional Black Caucus, everybody that's a member of the Congressional Black Caucus is a Democrat. So that's the Black Party, and the Black Party has done what?
Nothing.
What has the Black Party done?
Fight for illegals.
Okay.
Brought the illegals over here.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear that, well, the Democratic Party, Republicans aren't going to do anything. Well, they're doing good for them. They're doing all right for me. Every place that I've needed to get to, the Republicans have paid for.
And their policies. And their policies work for me. The policies. I look at the policies. The policies work for me.
Yeah, the policy and the policy as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, yeah. But when it comes to getting down to business, the Republicans have made sure that we can take care of business.
Yeah.
where the Democratic Party would have never.
Never.
Ah, damn! I wish you should have told me that earlier. Ah, man. Ooh, I need to go there. Yeah.
Or you're not part of sorority.
No,
Or you're not part
of the sorority. I'm not part of the boule. I'm not part of this. I'm not part of that. I'm fat. I don't have the look that you're supposed to have. All of that shit. Niggas suck my.
You didn't go to this school. You didn't go to Howard.
I didn't do that. I didn't go to this school.
Yeah.
A bunch of educated. I don't live here.
A bunch of educated dummies.
A bunch of educated popular dummies. Don't know shit. Don't understand shit. No common sense. I don't. But now look at y'all. A whole bunch of dummies running from Texas to Illinois to hide behind Pritzker big back ass. For what?
Yeah, no, go on back because they need that money. They're going to get that money because they need help with their campaign.
Well, Greg Abbott got warrants out for their arrest.
Yeah, because Democratic Party is broke. And so because they're broke, they know they're going to need that money. So when they redistrict that, Texas, they're going to need that money to go and for those elections to try to get them people votes.
Right.
That's all it is.
Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries, they can't keep doing theatrics like my man does, like my man did.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
How many times? What are they going to do? The next time they're going to do 48 hours? 48 hours. They said Hakeem Jeffries and Cory Booker, they kept the people in there for 48 hours.
You all think about this seriously. What legislation have the Democratic Party put up, pass, even just implemented since Trump got in office or before Trump got in office? What for you for let's just say the American citizens and especially the community? Tell me. I just want to know because all the legislation that I've seen has been for American citizens or their constituents. I don't know. I see nothing.
They're not going to see anything because they don't have anything to offer. They've never had. Like you say, we have been politically laxed.
Yeah.
We have thought that because we saw so many black people, and again, our elders and our parents and our brothers and sisters and uncles and nephews, all that, told you to vote this way. And as you see, I think the division, I don't think that anybody else has divided families like this beef with the Democratic Party versus Trump.
Yeah, it's there.
I mean, friends and everything. People have literally stopped being friends with people. These Democratic Party, like Joanne Reed and all of them, were for advocating for those type of things. Like they literally showed how spiteful they were. They really showed. They really was able to take off the mask and be like, man, fuck that. Yeah. Like, I mean, evil.
Don't talk to your family members. Don't talk to divorce your husband. Don't talk to this. All type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk to your mama.
I mean, to the point, it was like, I mean, we're done. We're like, what do you mean we're done? Like, we're going back to slavery. Like, these are grown ass, educated motherfuckers who bark and stroll at every breakfast that you see if Boosie or Sunday one day songs come on. Y'all are the same people that are saying that we're gonna get deported and we're gonna get this. Like, y'all literally think that we're like, you really think that anybody that voted for Trump or that's Republican or MAGA is uneducated?
That's
the crazy part. That you think that you think that I'm uneducated. You think that I'm stupid. Like I got a whole personal issue with the Democratic Party in the city of Chicago and these elected officials for what the fuck they did to me was a violation of that very same U.S. Constitution that y'all take an oath to, Democratic Party. You think I'm uneducated. You think I'm dumb.
Yeah, that's not slow. That's what I keep saying. Educated indoctrination. I gotta say that. Dummies. Educated because the stuff that we talking about, Zoe, is common sense. Like
common sense.
You don't have to be it's not about being educated. It's not about being uneducated. It's just about seeing it with your eyes, have critical thinking skills, and having just plain old common sense. That's all it takes. It don't take you to go to school for 10, 30 years and have all type of student loans to figure this out.
Yeah, like y'all drowning in student loans. Like y'all, and then a lot of them loans that y'all think that Jim Crow Joe Biden washed away, they're about to come back on. And you're gonna blame it on Trump. I already know it. I already know you're gonna blame it on Trump.
No, yeah.
But the Supreme Court and everybody else
told him it was not
told him that, and he still did it. Just like how y'all keep saying that everything that Trump is doing is unconstitutional. When Biden said that he was wiping out student loans, that was unconstitutional because the Supreme Court told him what he was trying to use was the same act for 9/11, and they were trying to use it for COVID, but they were explaining to him that when they wiped out the vets or anybody that was being deployed for the situation that happened with 9/11, that they would take care of their education and stuff. The Congress passed that.
Mm-hmm.
They passed that. So what SCOTUS told Biden, basically, well, Biden's lawyers, which is crazy because Biden is a lawyer. You understand? That's his profession. And Kamala Harris was a lawyer too. But SCOTUS, they were trying to explain to him that if he can go to Congress
mm-hmm.
and have them put something together like they did with the 9/11 for the student loans and get it passed, they can apply the student loan thing. Biden would never do that. Biden was not gonna ever. He was not okay with forgiving student loans or wiping student loans. He took that away from what's his name, Bernie Sanders.
Because he needed the vote. He needed
that vote. But yeah, he was never for it. Just like he was never for the marijuana shit. But he had to say he'll decriminalize marijuana because he needed that vote. Like, yeah, like I mean, I know people, people pick and choose what they want to fight and what they want to battle. But to sit here and say that the loans coming back and they don't got nothing to do with Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. And so what we saying is, y'all went to school for 10 years to get all these student loans and don't even work in the degree that you have in your
field that you're supposed to work in.
You got your degree in. Y'all went to school and got what you call that? What's the popular degree people get? Social. What is that? Media. It's media, or what's the other one? that most people go get that don't know what they want to do in life, but they go get a degree in. I can't think of it. It's another one that they
Arts.
yeah, something, things like
There's another thing I remember. I forgot what that
yeah,
one degree is. And every
yeah,
time you ask, they'd be like, "It's." I gotta ask my mom. I'm gonna say, "Oh,
yeah.
anybody that gets that degree, they just
That's
didn't
what
know
I'm
what they
talking about.
wanted to be in life."
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You paying them all this money for student loans. That's what and don't have a lick of common sense. That's
Don't have a lick
that's
of common sense. Out here mad that come on. So Trump is taking Medicaid. Trump was taking Medicaid. I promise you, if you got a degree and you can't find a job in that field, I promise you, Trump is not taking Medicaid away from you. You still
right.
got Medicaid, baby. You
Right.
still got Medicaid. You got a degree and Medicaid.
You got a degree in
Yes,
Medicaid.
business associate degree. That's it right there.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's
Yep.
it right there. And
Yeah,
then,
it's
yeah.
like, come on, guys. At some
Mm,
point, we gotta just stop. We just
yeah.
gotta stop, and that's a big old scam too. Because
Yeah.
these schools, and got rich off y'all. Ain't no way it
Got
should have
rich
been that
off of
much.
y'all.
It's just
They should, in real talk, you should be able to go back to your school and get a job.
yeah. If you gonna charge me that much
Yeah.
and all this, because that's too much. I mean, these schools ripping the American people
I'm gonna
off
tell you
too.
right now, if I went to school, if I got my college education, right, and I couldn't
Mm.
find I couldn't find a job in my field, I'm suing the school. I'm getting my money back. Y'all can take this degree. You take this degree back, but I'm gonna need my money back, or y'all gonna wipe these student loans off because I can't find a fucking job and I have a degree. And I would do a whole year of looking, doing all the things I need to do, all the time. Oh, you're overqualified, or no, all that. I'll build my case up and sue the school.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop sitting up there charging that much money and knowing I can't use
Yeah,
this degree nowhere.
yeah.
It's
I'm not
sad.
paying for shit I can't use. The fuck?
Yeah.
That's just like if I go into a store and I buy something and it's wrong. I mean, something's wrong with it. I'm not gonna I just gotta accept it. No, y'all gonna get my money back. Y'all gonna exchange it. What y'all gonna do? What
Yeah.
are y'all gonna do?
But anyway, yeah, my phone
All right,
is on. Yeah, it's not charged, and I don't know what's going on with
all
my
right,
phone. It's
all
gonna
right,
die.
y'all.
All
Thank
right.
y'all for watching. Damn, 3 hours.
Yeah,
Woo,
it's a lot.
son.
Yeah, it's a long time, but we have to talk about this. But
Yeah.
yes, guys, I love you all. My phone is getting ready to die. I love you all. Just please listen to what we saying. Do your research, and let's flip Chicago and Illinois red, baby. With the right with the right candidates that we're gonna be putting out there.
Yeah, right, Candace. Some niggas out there running that I do not want
That's
to be associated.
Republicans.
We're not associated with at all.
Yeah, that's Republicans that call
Yeah.
themselves
Yeah,
Republicans.
yeah, we
That's
don't
not us.
associate with the people at all. I'm
Yes,
Stevie Wonder to it.
yes.
So yeah. But game on.
Yeah.
All right, all my hands on deck. Thank y'all. See y'all
All right,
later.
y'all. Love you all. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you all for
Good night.
joining me.
Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for taking the time out.